Hello everyone and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Prestige Gaming Community. I'm your Dungeon Master Salcos, and this is the D&D campaign that encourages you to go out and vote this November 8th. Very important election for us Americans, so please go use your voice to go out and vote. However, before we get into tonight's session, we do have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. You can find their music on Spotify, listen to their music on all sorts of different sources like YouTube, where they have their music videos, Apple Music, etc. And even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. We also utilize the sound effects and music of Arkenforge. Arkenforge is a comprehensive tool that DMs can use to create maps, play ambient sound effects in general, and music as well. It's truly amazing. And also, if you have like a TV screen that you can use at your table at home as your map, hopefully with some layer protection over like plexiglass or something, the maps can be animated. So that's really cool how it has dynamic lighting, all that stuff in real time as you move stuff around. So use their tool. If you go to their website, and you can find that link to their website using our command !forge in chat, you can use the code prestige at checkout to get a $5 discount to their software. So it's really great. For Midnight Syndicate as well, we also have the midnightsyndicate.com and the !midnight command as well. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and bring everybody else in. Hello everybody else.
Hi.
Hello.
So in case you guys missed it last week, we did have a special Halloween one-shot that did premiere on our YouTube channel today, and will be available on the podcast network tomorrow, along with all of our other sessions, that sort of thing. It was truly great. We did announce the signups for our special holiday one-shot coming up in December, which would be the Thursday before Christmas, which is December 22nd. We only have 7 spots left in that, as we already received signups. It is $40 to join. That will come with a bust portrait, like the ones that you see here on stream of your character. Or if you want to join but not pay for the bust portrait, we do have the $25 option. That'll just come with a generic class token that we use for many of our one shots, but you can be part of the adventure as well. Just being a little bit more conscious of people as we all struggle in this economy together. So absolutely, it was a really great adventure. The bus portraits will be provided by our artists. Speaking of artists, there are 2 artists working on the team each and every week that will bring all the artwork to you, and the full body's coming very soon for our characters that you see here. We have Starving Artist, who has done all the coloring, shading, and rendering for our bust portraits, and the line art has been done by our very own Jeremiah, aka Aspen. So you can find these characters commission information in our Discord by going to our Masters of Art channel and to check out their very fair pricing. So some price differences may occur depending on what you ask for and the artist's current skill that they believe that their art is worth, which is completely fair and reasonable to do as someone who is in that field. So is there anything I am forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something at this point.
Go vote.
Yes, absolutely. Go vote this November 8th here in the USA. Every single congressional seat is up for grabs this election. So that means both House and Senate, it is really important, especially if you're someone whose rights are on the line. So please go vote.
I'd say do it for yourselves, and if not for yourselves, then for your Canadian neighbors. Think of Canada.
Got me mid-drink there. No, thank you for that. So yeah, absolutely. So without further ado, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, as we welcome you to our table, and we are now beginning session 15 of campaign 2 of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week in our campaign is none other than Aspen himself. Aspen.
So, these past couple days, I've taken a decent amount of notes. After our rambunctious ride on that sky canoe that they call an airship, we landed in Summermourn, where we ended up at a tavern called the Grinning Cat, ran by an older dragonborn named Silas Alash. He's a very, very nice man. He has a very interesting scale cleaning ritual that I asked him all about. A lot of polishing and brushes and whatnot. But yeah, he's a very nice man, provides great food. And after we stayed there for a little bit, we decided to go split up in our own directions. Myself and Zulkifli decided to go look for a place where we can get his curse lifted. The curse that made him a little bit older. Personally, I thought it made him look wiser, and I thought it looked pretty nice. But, you know, I understand how he could be uncomfortable about it. But as we did so, we went to the Temple of the Crooked Vial, where his blood was tested in a way that revealed not only the curse that brought his aging, but the curse of his blood that we try to keep secret. And the priestess there was a little bit alarmed. But even with that, they did help us wash away the aging that Zulkifli had experienced. And I'm very glad that he is feeling a bit more comfortable now. Besides that, we heard word about some disappearances that were happening in this city that were directly related to the phase of which moon?
Nima.
Nima, yes. You know, back home, I didn't really remember the names of the moons. And as we were looking for that, we went to the religious district of the city, where we met me and my sister met a elderly tabaxi woman who promised to provide information if we bought her dinner, which we did. And we learned that the family ruling over Summermourn may be involved in the disappearances of these people. And we are trying to figure out what to do next.
All right, thank you so much there, Aspen. So, as you're all sitting here at the Green Cat, kind of at this table where you're all gathered eating your meals, I believe at this point it is early evening is what we established from last session. Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, because it hadn't turned night yet, because we were still figuring out if we wanted to do the whole night thing, right?
Right, so you're still kind of like deciding what to do next, what course of action to take next.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
So they say they are taking the people to the family crypt, the graveyard place. Yeah.
I believe that's what they said.
They also said the last person who disappeared, he was seen here in the cargo loading area before they took him.
What was his name again?
Damus William.
Damus William.
That's canon now.
Do we still think it's safe to do our plan for the night?
I think we can completely ignore it. I think if we know where they're taking the people, we can go there. We don't need to risk you.
Yeah.
I suppose that's right.
So
They
as
all
you're
will
all
be.
as you're all kind of like sitting here, discussing what to do next, it seems that your conversation has caught the ear of somebody else at the tavern. You hear a kind of a chair squeak as the wood goes across the dilapidated floor of the Green Cat, and this figure begins to walk towards you. At this time, Guy, would you like to describe your character, please?
Of course, I would love to. So approaches you across the room. Yeah. An imposing looking tiefling man, standing maybe not as tall as our fuller bulk friends, but quite tall for a human. He's pale skin with red veins running up along his face and an almost fiery burning crackling leading up to his black tiefling horns. He's wearing all black and silver military garb, all finely made, just covered in weapons. And he has very, almost looks like a cloak, but they appear to be large white bat wings just draping along his back. He approaches.
I'm mid-sentence of saying they will be watching for us, and maybe they send someone to take us as well, because now they know we are looking.
Oh wow, I thought we were alone in here.
You're never alone. You're looking for people.
Maybe.
Just to clarify, the military garb that he's wearing, the colors are definitely different from the normal law around the area, right?
Right. So the family
Perfect.
standard for the Telmonts is like this emerald green and gold.
Green, gold.
At this point,
So
Silas will
elephant,
like
isn't
kind of
it?
be like leaning over the table with a tray of like some biscuits that he made, and be like, "I'll go see if there's anything else in the kitchen that needs doing." And upon this new character and walking into your table, and he'll turn around and leave.
And Casimir nonchalantly will pull a chair up and kind of Riker step over it. If anyone knows what that means, one leg over, sits down, elbows on the table, looking at you. It's interesting.
Who are you?
I am a man seeking a friend who has gone missing in this town.
William?
Damus William?
No,
Oh,
Many
That would
people
be-
that have gone missing.
yes, that's what I hear, and it's very difficult to take my friend. He's was once a formidable warrior in his own right.
When? When did he go missing?
Just last night, he was drinking as he's wont to do. Dwarvish man, I don't know if you saw him. His name would have been Hofan, Hammerhand.
Hofan. Tolfan. Hammerhand. No.
It's Dwarvish. I have difficult pronouncing it myself, but he's a dear friend, and I wish to find him. Are you trying to see what's happening to these missing people?
Yeah. You? You also?
Yes. I seek my friend, but if by consequence I save other people, that's...
They say people who look for the disappearing people, they also disappear.
So worthy risk, isn't it?
Maybe we have heard something.
If our goals are aligned,
You local to the area? To the city?
no. I'm a visitor.
Zulkifla's gonna look him up and down, taking the uniform. Does he have any weaponry on him?
Yes, yeah. He has at his side what appears to be a sickly black longsword, a morning star on the other side, and a longbow on his back.
This this is a dangerous job. What we are doing, we are going to find out where they are taking these disappeared people. We have heard something. Maybe you follow?
I will certainly assist you if it means saving my friend.
And what if the people who are making these fellas disappear, they are the law, the countess, the government here?
Even lords and ladies need to be accountable for their actions.
That's true. That's pretty true. I think one thing that we all must understand going into this is that we don't even know if these missing peoples are still breathing.
I guess the question is, do you have the time to wait?
The question is, can we trust you?
No, not really, but you can't trust anyone until you get to see them in combat by your side. I've laid what I intend quite clearly because I overheard what you said. If you can't help me, then I go on my own.
No, maybe we help each other, but first, your name.
Casimir Gray.
Zulkifli.
My name is Aspen.
Furlborg.
Our names sound similar, especially because we're siblings.
We look similar too sometimes.
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 Hydro Wormfist.
That's a good name. Kydro. Rolls off the
My
tongue.
mother gave it to me.
I would hope so.
Or Mac McDwire.
Not bad.
That one right there is Nazmir, but he's feeling pretty quiet right now.
No. Well, I mean, we already have Casimir, so we don't really need Nazmir.
Hey, slow down, okay?
I kid. You seem like you seem capable. Just looking at your weapons.
I believe it was just a joke, Nazmir.
It would be.
He's so mad about it, he's staying silent.
I will say that at this point, the door kind of swings open, and this chilly breeze comes into the grinning cat. And stepping into the room is a young girl, about teenaged, with a leather satchel across her shoulder. And she kind of like looking around very sheepishly, a little nervous, and she walks up to Silas and she whispers something to him. At this point, Silas is going to point over to all of you. The girl is going to walk over to your table. I'm sorry to interrupt. Is there anyone here by the name of Nazmir Quartzai?
Yeah, a gesture.
From her satchel, she's going to pull out a piece of rolled parchment. Small, about a finger's length, and she's going to hand it over to him. A messenger hawk arrived for you. It was urgent. Nazmir is going to unfurl the scroll and look at it, and upon reading it, he's going to stand up from the table. I'm sorry, but there's something I have to look into.
Your family?
Yes.
Okay.
I understand.
Don't leave the city without me. I will rejoin you.
Perfect. That's just what I was going to ask. We should
Maybe-
depart without you.
We
But
try lah. We'll see.
if fortune takes us on different paths, I will find you again.
Yeah. Okay. Be careful.
And he'll make sure that he has one of the sending stones and the other is with you guys. And he's going to grab his cloak and he's going to walk out the door.
Family's business follows him.
So maybe you come just in time.
You seem to be down a man.
It'll be easy to remember because your names rhyme.
One more thing. They will know we are looking because just today we meet the man who is disappearing these people.
You suspect or you know?
We hear.
It's more suspicion than anything else.
Suspicions are dangerous things.
He knows what we look like, so maybe we find trouble. So can you use a point at the sword?
He's going to hold his hand up, and the sword is going to reappear in his hand, and it's going to disappear back into the sheath after a moment. Yes. I'm sure to the terror of everyone in the bar. It's a hell of a party trick.
Kind of scratching his chin. It's like, I can do that with a sword made of fire. I can't do it that often, though.
That's my sword is a companion.
And you have magic. Okay, very good. Like Nazmir also.
Yeah, his fingers crackle with lightning for a second.
Yeah. We all also have magic. Also Cormac, yeah. We also have a Cormac, but
just also Cormac. Okay.
I believe Cormac's aim is magical.
An
His
interesting one.
attitude as well.
Yeah, he taught me the word fuck.
Okay.
Well, I do what I do best.
Yeah.
So
I'll see if
you probably overheard us in the middle of our plan. We were going to put Aspen as bait on the street. We've decided against this, I believe. We can go straight to the source where they're taking people, which is the crypt, from what we've been told by a reliable.
we wait and we watch to see who is going inside.
Intervene if we need to.
Okay.
Okay. So you have a plan.
No, we have an idea.
An idea is a plan waiting to happen.
Like you're thinking.
This one very hopeful. Good. All right, and I'm gonna stand up. Jump. I don't know. I'll start walking outside and let's take a breath of fresh air, crack my bones.
You're not going outside, are you? It's nearly nighttime.
I'll pull out a black cloak from my bag of holding and drape it over my shoulders and put the hood over my head. I'll be careful.
I was born in the dark.
Wow, very serious, huh? This is definitely bloody serious, man.
Casimir follows.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
How are we feeling? I'm sorry, is it sunset? Is it evening?
At this point, as you step outside, there is this orange-red light being cast across the buildings. It's only about like 7 or 8 in the evening. You know. At this point, there are men walking down the street with these long sticks with a flame on the end that are lighting the lanterns. The last bit of the lanterns, I should say, around the city. And yeah, you're free to do whatever you would like to do.
Just to straighten some things out. I did suggest a minute ago that maybe me and Astra can become cats or something alike to go a little bit ahead.
Yeah, but then you become tired. Can you do more than once?
We can do it more than once, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Does that sound good, Astra?
Yeah, this sounds like a good plan.
Should we wait a bit? It's not completely... The sun isn't completely set yet, has it?
Mm-mm.
What of that of the Lawmaster?
What were we saying?
I said, what of that of the Lawmaster?
What about him?
Well, as I said before, if this thing doesn't go any deeper than past the son of the royal family, then he'll for sure have him in his pocket, and we can use all the help we can get.
Maybe, but we don't know. We don't know yet. I say we go to the crypt first. We see who is there. If it's the
Right.
Master, then we know he is also dangerous. We need proof. Proof.
Yeah. Going off to anyone attached to the nobility before you have any information, it's not going to work out as well as you think.
Yeah,
Unless
Master, we just say we go to the dungeon right now.
Yeah, because you may have to dispatch the Lawmaster before you even go into the crypt if you find out he's in on it.
Yeah. Not today. So, to the crypt. Okay,
I think
so
we should go by boat.
do we have a sense, DM, of from just our knowledge of the city so far? We spent a couple of days exploring the place. Do we know how to get there by now?
Make a wisdom check with advantage.
Wisdom check with advantage. Oh, a special 11 on a roll. 21.
21. So you know that the cemetery is relatively close to the religious district, which is also near where the Telmont Manor is, which is the northern part of the city. It's kind of between the two, which would make sense.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so with that, we'll take. We could take the. We can go ride the canal if that's the best way to get there. Otherwise, we'd walk along the streets as well. But we're heading in that direction.
Yeah, so it's actually the manor is actually called Castle Windlock.
Cool ass name.
Locke.
How'd you come up with that one, Michael? It's super cool.
Anyway.
What is F15 saying? Who's Michael?
So how are you all traveling to this part?
I think by the canals is a good idea.
By
We'll
the
take the canals to the
canals,
intervening
we'll-
area. Yeah, and then where possible, we'll also take a kind of a meandering route through some just along the streets to get a sense of the vibe, but then down some alleys as well.
So you're trying to get a
That makes
layout
sense.
of the city overall?
Yeah.
For this, I will say make an intelligence check to see how well you're going to be able to kind of like scope out the area.
Sure thing. That is a 17.
17? Okay.
17.
So as you're being navigated through the canals of the city, you know, getting the layout of the different paths that you could take, it's going to take a little bit longer, due to the overall way that you want to go. It will cost each one of you 4 copper for the full trip.
All right, go for a copper.
I know, really hitting the bank. However, I will say that as you kind of like dock up to near the religious sector where both Aspen and Zulkifli were, where they disembarked when they first went up to the religious district, the ferryman does let you know, he's like, I must be getting home. I will not be able to take you back.
That's all right. I know. You know, worry about yourself.
And this is just as the last of the sunset is fading, and it's now just this dark purplish black, with the occasional dancing shadow from a oil lantern here and there, that the lamplighters have also lit throughout the city.
Okay. Cool. All right. So where are we at now?
Did you want to head up to the cemetery?
That's all right. That's where we're heading.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'd like to go cat mode now so I can see a little bit.
Yeah. Would you and Aspen like to describe your cats?
Of
Sure.
course.
Thought you'd like to.
Would you like to go first, or?
You go first. You go first.
Okay, so mine's pretty simple. It's a brown cat. Okay. So those are very exciting. Not a lot of markings, nothing like that. We got some yellow hazel eyes, super cute. Think Ebenesian, something along those lines.
Aspen is going to transform into the same pale white fur, cloudy blue cataract eyes cat that he transformed into back when he was eavesdropping on the Prime Minister.
Okay. So as you begin to make your way towards the cemetery, you're heading through this semicircle of various religious dwellings within the city, and there's faint lights of various color through enchantment or some other thing that, you know, with each temple that exists, and you're kind of like walking down these alleyways. Are Aspen and Astra splitting off from the group, or are they sticking with the group? Or let's like, are you gonna be like up on top of rooftops? What are you trying to do with the cats? Are you just like walking alongside everybody right now?
Trying to go off and explore, get some off angles. So I
Yeah,
personally,
I'll stay with Astra, but kind of get ahead.
Okay. How's everybody moving currently?
I would assume we'd be moving stealthily.
Quietly, yeah. Just pulling the hood over the head and trying to move quietly.
So I will need stealth checks for everyone. Not necessarily that you're trying to be hidden at the moment, just unnoticed, rather. Nonchalant.
Does that include us cats?
Yeah, and I also need perception checks from the cats.
Okay.
So
See
that's
those rolls, meow.
27 on stealth check from me.
So we have a 16, 12, 14, 9, 27.
Cats get a +4 to their stealth checks.
So
that
that should be a
is
14 from Astra, an 11 from Aspen, and a 17 from Gee. Okay,
And then
I need your perception.
And then perception, yeah, let me roll
I got a
that.
9.
Make sure you're looking at the stat block for cats. And you
Yeah, I'm
Oh
getting
no, wisdom. We carry our mental stats, so perception would be completely our own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled a
So now-
23.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna start with the group. So you're kind of like walking through the square, and then you manage to find an alleyway between temples. And ahead of you, you see the fenced-in area of the city cemetery. At a distance, what you can mostly tell is it's well kept. It has these wrought iron bars that are creating the fence around the entire facility with, grave markers. A lot of it is stack graves, and it seems to be more for those who can afford a proper burial, while lesser or common folk would most likely be cremated and their ashes scattered. So up ahead, and also it's like at a an incline, there is a hill going up, and at the top of this hill with a cobblestone pathway leading up to it is a mausoleum type of building.
Okay. Any sign of life? Any people standing around nearby, or is it generally fairly quiet?
For now, it seems to be fairly quiet. There doesn't seem to be any activity in the cemetery or around it.
Is the Mona thing door open? Is there a door? Does it just go down? What does it look like?
So for the two cats, as you're kind of going, you managed to find some rain barrels and a gutter that allows you to leap up on to some of the rooftops of the city. And as you're kind of like walking among the rooftops, you manage to get a more bird's eye view. At this point, the mausoleum is more like at eye level with you as you're higher up and it's up on a hill. And as you're kind of like looking at this, you see that there are pillars around the mausoleum, and it's that are in the shape of Lexodons that are like kind of holding up the roof, it seems. And that's what they're sculpted to be. There are two braziers that are burning with one is a gold flame, the other one is green. But the doorway is, and the interior of it is not lit. It is dark.
That's curious.
And Aspen, as you're kind of like looking around, you hear from behind you, here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
I'll look back. What do I see?
Behind you, you see two figures, a gnomish woman and a human man that are kind of seem to be under a almost like a tent on top of this roof, maybe with like this dirty sheet or cloth or something. And they're kind of like stepping out, and they're like, the woman looks up at the man. She goes, "Shh, you're gonna scare it. You can't." Just, come here, kitty. They're kind of like inching closer. We don't mean any harm. We're just gotta see if we can be our next meal. Shh, you can't say that.
Okay,
Oh,
I
he
was
doesn't know
gonna
what I'm
ask
saying.
if they look hungry, but they are not. They are not hiding it.
They're crouching low, and they're slowly and like, not like they know what I'm saying.
Question. The tent that they've built, how structurally sound is that?
Make an intelligence check.
I got you.
Roll for architecture.
Are we far away from this at this time? By the way?
You guys
Like-
are a few blocks over.
Okay, so
They
I got
split
a
off.
two.
I
You
didn't
guys.
notice that.
You got a
Okay.
I
2.
don't know how to build anything.
Well, you could tell that, on the western shores, it would go for about, 600,000, but here it's not that worth anything.
Cool. I'm gonna run my head into like the support beam. Whatever support
make
beam
a
there is,
strength check.
I'm running my whole body into it.
Oh boy, the cat
Causing
string.
chaos.
How many hit points does a
You
cat
feel
have?
like you got this. You do.
I
What'd you
do. I
get?
feel very strong. I got a 7. God, help
It's a
me.
D20 -4, so you rolled a 2.
So you watch as Aspen, you watch as Astra just and takes off and darts underneath the human man's legs, and as she does, he reaches down, his arms crossed as he just misses her, and she rams straight into the middle supporting pole, and then she just goes limp and falls like her tail steps out, and she just like does that cartoon slide down the pole.
I just KO myself. Are you serious?
She did not.
You are going to
No way.
take
Don't do it.
How many hit points does a cat
4
have?
I think
points
that
of
just killed
bludgeoning
me.
damage.
that'll take you out of
That
wild
just
shape,
killed
man.
me.
And as you do
That'll-
this, you snap back to your furbolg form, and they're like, "What the?"
Oh my god.
And they're gonna look at Astra, who is currently not moving on the ground, and then look back at Aspen. Yeah, kitty.
So, Aspen, Cat Aspen's gonna start walking up at this point. Fuck. So, he's just kind of meow, and then he's gonna snap out a wild shape, just 8 feet tall, towering over them.
Roll for intimidation.
All right.
It's the angriest cat ever.
Do I get any type of bonus to this from?
I will say with advantages that it's surprising.
All right. Cool.
And you can choose strength or charisma, your choice.
Strength or charisma. Well, let's see.
Like,
Charisma.
as your
Charisma's
modifier.
better.
Yeah,
My charisma's better, so I rolled a 9.
9. They're gonna look at you and be like, "Well, shit." Aren't gonna say anything. Hello?
Sorry. Yeah. So Aspen's just gonna be looking down at them. What? Why do you have to eat the cats?
I'm hungry, that's all.
Aspen's just gonna go and if you help me wake up my sister, I'll give you a gold piece.
They'll take you up on your offer. Take some water from a gutter and splash it down on her. After you wake up. Very cold. It's chilly tonight.
Aspen will
The
hand him
stars
over a
nice.
gold piece.
They're going to bite it, make sure that it's real. A tooth is going to be popping out with it. Oh, that was
I
one
don't
of my
think
last ones.
You
I
got
don't think you're
mugged.
supposed to eat the gold.
They're going to scam her away.
All right.
Well, sit up, stand up.
I don't know what you were trying to do, Astra, but
Well, what I was trying to do was cause a distraction.
so what?
I didn't expect the support to be so strong and to hurt so bad.
Astra, I hold you very dearly in my heart, but we can turn invisible and walk away.
I know that, but I didn't feel that. I don't know. I thought
Ambitious as ever.
there was a major plan, and I feel that if my luck had been better, fate would have been different.
Maybe.
I don't know
But,
what to do now.
Yeah, now we have to figure something out, don't we?
Do we have to get down?
Are we in? We're inside of the cemetery at this point, right?
No, you're on top of a roof outside this.
We're
like
on top
across
of
the
a
street.
roof. Okay, yeah. Well,
Astra, as you stand up, your foot kind of like just taps the support beam and it falls over.
Let's go.
yeah. Well, we can only do that one more time. I don't know
I
if
think
it's
we should
worth
save
doing
it.
again. Yeah.
But maybe we could still go around the side or flank.
I don't know how stealthy we'll be. We are pretty big.
Like you said, brother, we can go invisible for 6 seconds and walk away.
I did say that. Yeah.
At this
Okay,
point, you're
yeah,
going
that's-
to hear the sound of horse hooves on the cobblestone road.
Astra, I think we should duck down.
You roll stealth check, both of you. Well, back on at the other four people, a couple blocks down, further up the street.
Skiffler's getting restless and wants to, since he's feeling so stealthy, wants to get closer.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't want to be just sitting back while they do all the work.
Yeah. So the four of you are going to move up, or whoever wants to, rather. And you're just across the street, and at this time you also look down the street and you see a carriage coming up with being pulled by two horses, and just as you look, you watch as this crate falls from one of the rooftops and like crashes into the street. And you look up and you see Aspen's hat just sticking up from the edge of this roof.
Are your friends?
Find us this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, your friends are not very stealthy. I mean, what was the point?
Okay, so I'm watching the carriage. Do I see anyone who's driving it at this time?
So it is a city guard.
City guard.
When you
Okay.
pull up to this corner gate of the cemetery.
Okay. It's a closed carriage. Is it big? Does it look like it can hold a lot of people?
It is not big, actually. It is long, but it's kind of stout in the back with these windows around it. And as it stops and kind of like pulls up, it's further down the street from where the Furbolgs. So it's carriage, Furbolgs, you guys further up the street. The coachman gets off from the seat, ties the reins, and then he's going to step down. Another guard is going to be in the back, and they're going to open up the back door and pull out a wooden coffin. This seems to be a hearse carriage.
What kind of city guards transport coffins?
Shh. And I want to get closer, and I want to listen for any sound of anyone pounding on the inside of the coffin or anything like that. Any sign of disturbance.
So I will need a stealth check and a perception check.
Cool. Stealth check coming up. 19.
19
So
for stealth. Okay.
here comes the perception check, which that's better. 20.
20. Okay. So as you're kind of stepping up and you get a little bit closer, crouching low, you hear hushed voices. This one's heavy. No sounds of anything like eating the box from the inside, though.
Okay, so they're unloading the box and they're opening up the mausoleum. Is that about right?
They're heading inside. They still have to walk up the path with that leads up to the mausoleum.
Is there anyone staying at the carriage at the moment, or it's just the two guards?
It's just the two, but with your perception at this point, you're going to hear another carriage arriving.
Oh.
This
Okay.
one has about 4 more guards.
Okay. Sit tight and watch.
So as you're sitting there, can I also get perception checks from Aspen and Astra, please? Because you guys are kind of across the street, like right above this.
For sure.
Unnoticed at the moment.
15?
19.
And 19. All right. The guards are in all shapes and sizes. There's one that's quite larger than the rest. There are short, this appears to be either halfling or gnomish. Can't quite tell. It's somewhere in between the average heights between the two. And just overall, there's just a different mix of people. You hear one voice. Did you get it? Alright, we got one. Good. You two, stay guard. And you, watch the carriages. So at this point, there are two that are going to take station out at the gate, at the corner of this courtyard. One's going to be at the carriages right next, like a little bit up from it. And then the remaining three, are going to take the box and begin to walk up to the one that's quite larger. It's going to be holding a torch and is walking in front of the two, carrying it from the front and the rear.
Is the one that's larger, like, noticeably like a Goliath or something?
Make a nature check.
All right. Nature.
Because as you're like in 21, as you're looking at it, this one, they aren't. When I say larger, like yes, they're a little taller, but they're also wider, rounder around the waist. Their feet, rather than being, the ankle with the foot, are more circular. But they're wearing full armor, full helmet, kind of like covering their face that is round overall. Plate armor, actually.
Oh.
You can't quite tell what it is, but it's not Goliath, human, elvish. The body type is just way off.
All right.
What are y'all doing?
Quick question. In relation to the gate of the cemetery to the buildings closest to it, how far away are we looking? You said it's across the street. Perfect. So, on the buildings, are there any more boxes?
As you're looking around, there are a few like vases, ceramics that whoever was those two people who are living up here seem to have gathered. There's a few smaller crates, but nothing like heavy.
Okay. Perfect. I will save that information.
Aspen, still going off your earlier perception. At this point, you will see Zulkifli and the others kind of approaching from up the street.
No, they're over there.
Yeah, approaching softly, quietly, trying to stay out of sight, and just listening out for any more carriages, or does it seem like it for now?
That's it, just the two, and the 6 figures and the coffin.
Okay.
I swear I saw Zulkifli look at us. You think he could see us?
Bro, look up at his hat. Look at him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aspen is gonna kind of like move his hat back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little better. I'm going to keep Gust just prepared. I know it's a cantrip, but I'm just going to keep it ready for when they're a little more ready. So I'd like to distract those two front guards by knocking a vase over from the roof.
Okay.
On the other side.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to look over to Cormac. Cormac. Something quiet.
Hi.
Your bow?
Do it. Sorry.
Your bow?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Together. On 3. Huh?
Alright.
Draw my longbow. Knock an arrow. 1. Pull back the arrow. Aim for the guard on the carriage. 2. Together. You.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you actually. Okay.
Yeah. Casimir
I was
also
like, yeah,
pulls.
yeah, we're
Casimir
doing this.
also-
So are you
yeah.
all targeting the guard at the carriage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This man is going to die.
Good.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, I have an idea. This is a little bit too risky, right? So here's what I'm thinking, right?
4 arrows. Let's go.
Okay, so
Holy shit, we're gonna kill. We're gonna.
Yep.
So on Zulkifli's on 3, you're going to all roll your attack rolls for your bows. Okay.
Yep.
And all miss. Natural 1.
Oh man,
Oh no. Okay.
This is the moment when we all miss. Yeah, this is gonna be
Will
hilarious.
this be with
Okay.
advantage given that we're attacking from stealth?
This
I'm
will
just-
be a
I'm
surprise,
just-
so it is with advantage.
All right.
Oh boy.
You hadn't said 3 yet. Fine.
3.
Ooh. Wait, nope. Fuck. Hold on. D&D Beyond's being
You're
stupid.
not even ready.
Okay, there we go.
We gotta.
We're good.
I imagine this is exactly what's happening. Like, Zulkifli's like,
So-
on 3, and just let's go.
3.
Yeah,
Wait,
and then
you
just
said
remember-
3? Oh.
So I had a 24 to hit with 11 points of piercing damage.
26 to hit with 11 points of damage.
22.
16 to hit with 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
Eh.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
so
you're- Dirty 20.
I just need your damage.
It's just flat 5.
Yeah, so as this guy's like about to take a bite of an apple, just like, just falls against the carriage and just kind of like slides down.
Nice.
At this point, you're gonna hear the other 2 guards that are a little bit further up than him go, "Did you hear something?"
Go drag his body away now. Go grab it. Wait, hold on.
Can I just take? Can I?
What
Get it.
was that, Astra?
Did I see that happen with my eyeballs?
Yeah, you would have. You guys have the view of everything happening
Perfect.
here.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just let Gus go. We're gonna knock over a vase. Y'all, what? We're
Yeah,
killing people
So
now.
there's this like little plant pot that seems to somebody put a lot of work and love into creating, and you just with this flower that's just starting to grow from the soil, and you just go, and this vase comes topping over and crashes into the alleyway on the other side of the building, further down the
You
street.
monster.
It's going to hurt me so bad. So bad.
Well, I feel like I have something for.
What is it? What is it with this group and hating pottery?
You
I love
Hold on,
pottery.
hold on, Are you guys ready for
I'm-
this? Are you ready for this?
Okay.
There it is.
Oh,
And they're
yeah.
like, and they both grab their swords and start walking up the alley. You guys see this happen as he. What are the other 4 of you doing?
Wait, so I have a question. So how far away is this body that we just like?
About 30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet, perfect. Okay, so what you guys see, Pedro's hand is going to come up. You're going to see a manifestation of ki kind of wrap around his arm, right, in his hand. You guys see as this just whip of lightning kind of comes around his hand. And he's going to cast Thorn Whip on this guy's dead body and pull it 10 feet closer.
Like yank it off the carriage. Dope.
Oh, yeah, no, he's just looking for it. Yeah.
I'm going to grab it too. I'm just like going up to catch it as it comes down to the ground.
I need you guys to roll stealth checks as a straight roll, the 2 of you.
Okay.
As you're kind of working together, but also this is something that'll be kind of louder.
24.
14.
So as so Kydro gets this hand whip, wraps it around the body, pulls it closer, and so Kifli, you're just there, and you just drag it the rest of the way. This guy just has 4 arrows sticking out of him. And as the guards are walking up the alley, they're just like, and they kind of look up at the ledge of where the pot was, and stupid cats. And they start walking back across the street. You know people eat those here, right?
I'm in the bushes right now, and I'm just pulling the arrows out, cleaning them off, and putting them back in my bag.
Okay, you get 4
Hey,
arrows.
hey.
Seriously,
Well, those
expensive
are ours.
arrows. It's like the most Ghost Recon thing we're gonna do all night.
Okay, sorry. I gotta have a moment. I have always wanted to do that in a fucking D&D game. For as many years as I've been playing, I've always wanted to fucking do that.
Well, you
Okay,
did
sorry. Okay, sorry. Moment over. Anyway.
Yeah. We'll make an archer review yet.
Because he definitely didn't do it last time. All right, what else?
So watching now. So we're at a much closer vantage point at this time. hopefully out of sight of the guards. Is that the case? As they come by, like if they were to walk by us
down
back into the
further
crypt?
away from you guys to check where the plant pot was, because that's where
Yeah.
Astra blew it off, and now they're
Yeah.
returning back to that station.
Okay. Do we have a clear line now to the just into the crypt?
So they are blocking the gate.
The gate.
There
Okay,
is
cool.
a 6 foot
we're
tall
ahead of them
fence
there.
all around, but they're blocking the gate.
Cool. Okay. The gate into the mausoleum, you mean?
The gate into the cemetery to go up the hill to the mausoleum.
All right, so they're in our way.
If it ain't broke.
Got it. Okay.
Can I gust again? Can I just push him this time? Like, I just want to push him with some wind.
Push you. I mean, you're on a rooftop. What is the range for gusts?
30 feet. I don't know how big this street is.
So it's like 10 feet across, but you're also up at an elevation, so I'll say it's beyond 30 feet.
How high up am I?
You're about, I mean, how tall is the house? Like
Are
15
we
feet
talking
up?
townhouse? Like a 2-story? Like 20 feet?
I'll say about 20 feet, yeah.
Okay. So if we do the Pythagorean theorem right
Jesus
now.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Please do.
Hey, it finally helped.
The
You're
square
gonna
root of
gently brush his
200.
hair.
This is why we play D&D.
If I
Thanks,
jump
thanks,
The
high school.
from the
square root,
roof
it's what?
with full force, could I make it across the street? This is a question I have.
I can't believe I'm...
What does that have to do with the Pythagorean theorem? though?
It's like a triangle arch velocity.
Hold on, so
physics.
it's just,
Oh,
it's
so the building you're
20
on is shorter than the building
squared.
you're trying to get to.
Right.
Got it. Okay,
Plus-
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it now. Yeah.
How happy?
Shut up. I have to do this math.
uh,
I don't have my scientific calculator. Oh,
I got.
okay. I got it. It's 10 feet squared. Oop, that's not the right one. Squared.
How big is the gap?
Typical streets are what?
You're like,
15
it's like
streets?
100, that's not
30
right.
feet?
I don't know.
Say about
It's 20
10 feet
up, 10
across.
feet across.
Okay.
Okay.
How wide is the street? It can't be more than 10 feet.
I reckon I could make it. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you. I think I could if I really gave it a shot. I won't yet,
So what are you
but
trying to do exactly here?
I was gonna jump from the roof over the fence.
That's not gonna happen.
you're gonna try to jump from a shorter roof to a roof that's 20 feet
No
up
roof.
higher.
So
No.
it's
Over the fence on the ground into the cemetery.
and
Oh.
quietly, at that matter. The guards are right across
fine.
from you.
I mean,
Yeah.
unless you transformed back into a cat and did it.
Yeah.
Or a bird.
well,
You can totally
Let's-
turn into a bird. Why are you doing that?
Wait, yeah, you
No,
can
we can't.
fly.
We cannot yet.
I have to save my power.
We cannot turn into a bird yet.
Yay!
Alright.
Plot
You
points.
knew
Anyway.
that. You knew that. You were just testing us.
Gonna action movie villain jump onto the fence and just right onto it.
Astra, you look like you're very deep in thought right now.
Run through the fence.
Yeah.
Did you just see what they did to that man?
Yeah, I'm
Why are they killing people?
I didn't think they were gonna do that. That was very smooth, though. If I
Game recognized. They murdered a man in cold blood, but game recognized game.
So yeah. I have something. So two things actually. So first thing is we're at the cart at the moment, kind of near it. Any sign at this time of anything inside it? Have they just taken all of the cargo out? Were there any more boxes inside?
So there's just the one coffin, and at this point, the two people carrying it and the one person leading the way have walked into the mausoleum, as there's no
Okay,
torchlight up at the top of the hill.
Second thing, is there any way through the gate? Just looking around from where we are, do we see any obvious holes or patches or any sign of like rundown? There are like, I don't know, something about the gate that might allow us to get through without having to go through the other side. Something about the whole fence surrounding
the fence is
cemetery.
only 6 feet tall, and it's iron bars with like the decorative spikes on top. But it's not like
Ooh.
barbed wire or anything like that. If you you could try to, you know, acrobatically climb and jump over the fence, at the risk of being seen by the guards. But also you have Aspen and Astro on top of a roof who aren't quite with the two of you either.
Wait, is there a lock on the gate to the fence, or is it just like,
Well,
what's the scenario going on?
I mean, the gate is just not locked, but there's two guards in front of it currently.
Oh.
Okay, come. Cormac, Kaido, Casimir.
Oh yeah.
Again.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, this is okay.
Okay.
We're good.
Are we going to go for both at the same time?
You on the left. I and Cormac on the right.
What seems less fun? Can I burn one of them?
I might be loud for this game.
Yeah.
Quiet.
All right. Okay.
All right.
If they scream, we must run. Bring more.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Yes. Great. Yes. This is like the nerdiest thing.
Okay. Same here. One.
One moment. Wait. Okay. So the one on the left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Casimir and Kydro on the left.
Yeah.
Hipfleet and Cormac on the right.
All right. Everyone's marked their targets.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to mark it. Hold on. I'm just gonna eye this guy down. You see a slight glisten in his eyes as he casts Hunter's Mark.
Okay. I see you with the hunter's mark. Anyway.
Now,
Yeah, so actually, I want to take this opportunity to actually describe what happens when you use Hunter's Mark in this world. So, as you look at this creature, your eyes kind of like glow, and suddenly your vision goes. The form of this person goes a little bit more translucent. You start to see their veins, their arteries, and as like this small red glow of a beating heart in their chest, as you're able to more identify their vulnerable points in their body and where their armor has gaps as well.
Nice.
oh shit, magic's cool. You guys should have put me on this a while ago. Hold on. I'm ready. Let's go. Come on.
All right.
One.
Build an advantage.
I
It
just
is still stealth.
Okay.
so what I'll do is I'll scratch with my fingernail along one of the scars on my bare arm.
Ooh.
And there'll be just a kind of a glimmer of orange along the strings of the bow, and then like the arrowhead will just sort of just like a slight ripple as heat starts emanating from their tip. And I've cast Crimson Right. I'm going to take the damage now. Here we go.
Ooh.
So I'm watching everyone power up to annihilate these two guards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead. I can't watch.
And Casimir's just like arm is straining as he's holding the arrow, waiting for everyone to cast their spells.
Any fucking moment now.
And roll your attacks, please.
Okay, with advantage. Here we go.
Boy.
I'm glad it was an
Let's
advantage.
fucking go.
Oh.
Net fucking 20, y'all.
That's right.
Pro gamer move.
Yeah, guys, super dead.
Come on. Woo. Oh.
Right.
Oh, with a 15. Holy shit.
Oh
That
boy.
would be 30.
If I didn't have advantage, that would have been a natural 1. So
Yep. So
thank God it wasn't.
this volley of arrows just lands itself in these two guys. You guys watch as like one hits the guy in the thigh, and he like looks up just in time for an arrow to go through the neck and stop with Cormac's arrow going through, and the other one is like kind of like burning at the leg, and this guy just crumbles. And the one goes to reach for a whistle at his belt just as he gets both arrows in the chest, and he just like slumps down.
Okay.
Oh my.
I'm so glad I didn't see that.
Is that
I'm going for it. Yeah, I'm going right
Yeah.
for the bodies and
I'm the new record holder. Let's
if they're
go.
down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, question, Michael.
Yeah.
So, our kill credit for this, does it get split between like the two people?
Does it count as a half?
Does it count as
I
half?
will say
Oh,
that
that's fair.
you guys can each count it as one.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And so at this point, you guys get to the gate. You quickly stash the bodies in the carts or And what would you like to do at this point?
I'm pulling the arrows out, cleaning them off, and then I just I hand one to Cormac, and I hand one over to like Kydro, and I look over at Casman, hand one to him, and put my own back down in my quiver. And
wow, that was also very synchronized.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you all to be so ruthlessly efficient. I'm actually quite impressed.
I think we can probably get down from here now, Astra.
Yes, and to ruin the impression that you have, I'm gonna go ahead and just try to get down from the roof, like crawl down. And because I'm about 7 feet tall-ish, give or take, and it's 20 feet, that's about 13 feet more.
Yeah.
That I think I can tank that.
Okay.
Is there a
Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check.
Is there a ladder? Is that what you just asked?
Make a perception check.
There's probably a rain gutter or something.
21.
21. Okay.
They gotta climb up here somehow, right? Those people living here. I rolled a 15.
A 15. There is no ladder, but there is a rain gutter. And as like Astra kind of like flips her leg over and like hangs down by her fingertips, and then she drops, and she like, as she lands, she perfectly bends her knees to like counteract the ground hitting her, and she's not taking any damage. And then
terrible on the
you're
knees.
going to slide down the rain gutter, also quite nimbly, and you're able to run across the street and join everybody else.
Okay. All right.
So, good distraction.
Astra, you're okay?
Yeah. Astra knocked herself out.
I don't know what.
Is that what knocked the vase down?
Never mind.
No, that was something different. No.
Yeah, I would say the two balance each other out very well.
Okay, now we must quiet. But there are how many? 3, maybe 4 more. So, but this one only was the guards here. Otherwise, they are more inside.
The big one.
So we are now quietly approaching the crypt.
Okay. Stealth checks from everybody, please.
As this is happening, Aspen will whisper to everybody, as convenient as eliminating these guards might have been, we should probably be careful so that this city doesn't make more inaccurate drawings of us and put them on walls.
Maybe, but they were going to call out if they see you. So we kill them.
Okay.
I got a natural 1 for my stealth check.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and add that to the counter.
I
That's
sure
generally
did.
a pretty weak
27
overall.
on mine.
17.
Let's hope that balances out. No.
So overall, with the 27, it is pretty high on the average. So as you're kind of stepping forward, Astra, you step on a shovel, and the handle comes flipping up towards you just in time for Zolkifu to reach out and just like grab the handle right before it smacks you right between the eyes.
Big ass shovel.
Yeah.
Hey, they have all kinds of different people working in the city. They need shovels of all sizes.
I guess that's fair, yeah.
Yeah. You
They're
got
not-
gardening
they're not
trowels for gnomes, and you got like big old like shovels for Goliath.
A mega
Come on.
shovel.
They're not shovelist here.
That could have knocked me out again.
Yeah, I smile and I take the shovel and I stuff it into my bag of holding because that could be useful later.
Yeah, 7 foot long shovel. God.
Cannon.
Thank you.
So, sure. That just means the bag's gonna get teared at some point. That's fine.
Oh no. Okay.
So Yeah, as you guys are like, crouching low along the path, kind of like going behind grave markers and these statues, marking various not members of the Telmon family, or maybe like extended family of the Telmons. Eventually you manage to make your way up to the gold and green lit brazier of the Telmon family, where the door is open, and as you kind of like peer inside, who among you has dark vision, just by a show of hands? So everybody but the Furwolves, I believe. Yeah. So as you kind of look inside, there it's empty. It's mostly a straight path with these walls along with, some of it has urns, some of them have busts of people. There are, these like, I would call them cubbies almost, where, bodies are put into the wall and then sealed. Along with a door on the far side that is heavy wood and iron and is closed.
How's it looking in there? What's it look like?
The door is closed. Is there signs of it having been recently opened? I think we saw them go through it, right?
So as you're like looking around, this mausoleum, despite being a mausoleum, is very clean and well kept. There's no dust anywhere. There's no sign of like there's basically no trace where like recent movements could be traced, I should say. There's no cobwebs, nothing. It's immaculate.
Okay. So I see the door, and sorry, any other things of interest?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
See the door ahead that's closed, heavy metal door. To wait, at a guess, that's where the guards carried the box.
That would be
through.
the only other place to go in.
Okay, so I'll go over to the door, and first thing is examine whether there is enough space underneath for something very small to crawl through, or is it just sort of tight? Would it make a lot of noise opening it?
Roll an intelligence.
Sure. Intelligence check. That is a 6.
Doesn't
4 and
seem
9.
like doesn't seem like it'd make a lot of noise.
Okay. Okay, so I'll start holding the handle and start pulling it open.
Okay.
We check if it was trapped.
Now he's opening the door. This echoing sound of this door opening kind of just down this spiral staircase with torches lining the walls.
Well, that probably made more noise than we would have wanted it to.
Maybe they think that the other guards are coming.
Maybe.
We want them scared.
Yeah. It's a shame we don't have anyone who looks like the guards.
We do evolution magic, though. Anyone?
Never mind. Deep.
Only.
Okay, quiet. Now we go inside.
Really quick, right as we're about to go down this hallway, I would like to wild shape again in starry form.
Okay.
With the chalice. So I'd just like to have that kind of prepped and ready.
Okay.
And I just look like a bundle of like, I don't know, fireflies in the shape, little purple. Fun. But they're stars. Obviously, they're not fireflies.
Yeah.
So they could look like fireflies.
So you're all heading down the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you begin to walk down the stairs, it's just this overall, like, as the air becomes more focused and the air pressure, once it can maintain a constant airflow, but through a more narrow space, there is this like slight howling sound as you are now descending into this cave, and the sounds of the night behind you begin to fade. You continue to walk down, and for a few moments, and at this point you hear the sound of a man screaming. And as soon as it's very short, it's just this, ah! And then nothing. It kind of echoes up the stairs towards you.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah. Gonna drop down low and sneak my way forward.
So continuing to use the stealth checks from just a second ago. As you continue to head down the stairs, you begin to see like in like there are alcoves in the wall where more bodies have been buried of the Telmont family. And eventually you make your way to the bottom. There is a there's a long path with torches lit, with various statues representing the people that they have been buried here, with their sarcophagus behind them. Many wax candles have been burning here for time and time again, where people have come down to pay their respects to their deceased relatives and ancestors. Each time they come to visit, they light the candles, say their prayers, but the candles just have dripped over time, so the floor is covered in this wax. And there's just a few candles lit, but up ahead it's just dark. Outside, the occasional torch kind of dawning its way, and you're just sitting there. No sign of the two men or the coffin.
I'd like to take out the handy dandy wand and go ahead and see if we have any secrets to be exposed within this room.
So, and that's the range of 20 feet.
20 feet does not sound right, but let me see here. $30. Yeah.
30.
10 extra. I'll take it.
So where you are, there is nothing that opens or signifies that it is there's anything like necessarily hidden here.
That's good.
What do you all want to do?
I'd like to push up a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's pushing up sounds good.
I'm pushing up, and I'm smelling for the scent of decay and looking for any signs of undeath.
Okay. So you continue to like crouch low, and you are progressively making your way through this group. And at this point, as you move about 50 feet in the distance, and you come to now two turns, left and right. Both seem identical. Both have more statues, as this appears to be more elaborate underground than one would originally think.
What was the weather like outside? Was it raining?
It was clear.
Any sign of mud, boot marks, anything like that?
So make a survival check. Are you checking for like tracks?
Tracks. Yeah, check for tracks.
Check for tracks.
Yeah.
New D&D meme.
Oh, it was almost a great one, and then it was an 8.
Does not appear to be any tracks that you can discern. I'm gonna grab a book from behind me real fast.
Oh boy.
The power of books.
Left or
Okay.
right?
Oh, let's try to see what color it is.
Okay.
Super excited
Uh-oh.
for these clear magic items you're all about to find. There's so many.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop everything we're doing. We're gonna look through every chest, break every vase, every urn.
Yeah,
Um,
see. Yeah,
No,
You're just gonna find a lot of like
yeah.
single coins in the urns and an occasional beacon.
Zolkifli would like to go about 10 feet left to see where that might lead. Like, what does it look like? Does it just sort of snake off? What's the deal? And listen for any sounds of breathing, talking, or
Make a
anything like that.
perception check.
Okay. Cool. Natural 20. 25.
Oh.
So as you walk down that path, you don't hear anything. You don't see anything that would signify that anyone has gone down that way recently.
Okay. Okay, feeling that it's cold, I'll come back and point resolutely to the right. This one. As I go, I sniff the air looking for guard scent. You know, the familiar scent of guard.
So as you're walking down, you begin to smell a very sickly sweet smell.
Donuts.
He smells dead people.
You do smell dead people.
Cop food. Okay.
It is a very easily distinguished smell. Rot.
Okay. Okay, so meanwhile, how has this place been decorated so far? Have we passed any obvious caskets, that kind of thing? Or has everything just been interned very neatly behind,
So there
solid?
are alcoves with sarcophagi in them with statues depicting their likeness. The best way I can describe is think of the catacombs of Winterfell in Game of Thrones.
Is this an elephant's graveyard? Like, are they all Loxodon?
They are. This is a historically Loxodon family.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, looking at each one. Any of them catch the eye, or are they all just sort of nondescript, like more or less the same each time? Or is there any kind of ceremonial difference for each one?
So
Anything that might be
make a religion check.
like identify who they were, that kind of thing. Okay.
So, question: how many plants are down here? How dead is it down here?
6.
There, you can't quite discern, and I'll get to you in just a second there, Astra. You can't quite discern the importance or difference between a lot of these burials or any of the religious significance of them either. Nothing stands out to you in any form of like how these bodies might have been prepared. If there's anything that like changes, so just as you get further down these walkways, they get rather newer because they would have to hollow out the tunnel more as more family become deceased. The one thing you will be able to discern from all of these statues is that all of these statues are women.
These are the grandmothers and mothers, the leaders.
A rat will scurry across the floor to go right across your foot at this point.
I growl at it, and then I.
So there's a rat.
So
there
the
plants?
there are no plants in this area.
Course not.
As there is no light to sustain them. There is an occasional like mold that you see growing like in the corner where it's like the humidity and moisture kind of gets trapped down here and condenses. But that's about it.
Fair.
So we're actually in like the graveyard part itself, right?
You're in the catacombs. Hi. Welcome back.
So I don't know if we're pressed for time, right? I'd say we're not pressed for time, right?
Asmer looks very impatient.
I'm just saying, I like to think that we're all, maybe thinking this, right? But this is, the catacombs of a kingdom, right?
People are dying while we wait.
You're not.
That's true. There might be some things somewhere around here. I'm just putting that out there.
No.
Oh, okay then. Let's move on, shall we?
I'd say most nobles worth their salt don't bury many riches with the deceased. They keep them for themselves.
That does sound about right.
So Kiltley, you seem to be pointing towards the right. Shall we proceed, or is there something that sticks out for us here?
No, this way. They went now. This way. Yeah, fine. What it is.
I don't mean to ruin whatever plans you might have. I fear for my friend.
Okay, so we're traveling along this corridor. We're listening out for any sounds of guards ahead.
Yeah. So
yeah.
As you continue to move forward, you it's dark, even dark for those of you with dark vision, where you don't go blind, but your vision seems to start becoming clouded. Just you're having and you take a step forward, Casimir. I'll say that you do. You take a step forward, and you hear a crunch. And you look down, and you just see a bone that you just crushed beneath your foot, and then just smears of blood down this hallway.
It's a massacre.
Long since tried.
Any sign of scraps of armor or anything that the guards were wearing?
At this point, no.
Okay.
Does anybody want to scout ahead, or should we keep moving together?
I don't know if we should split up at this point. Something died horribly here.
Yeah, together.
All right, let's move forward then.
Yeah. What they keep down here, they feed the people. Must be Bastila. They take people from the city and they feed to whatever is here. Your friend, surely dead already. Food already. Must be. Sorry.
You're a very good motivational speaker. I'm going to believe that he has some hope.
No. Bad motivation.
Yeah, it's called sarcasm.
Oh. Okay, you want motivation? You kill the monster. Okay, come.
All right, so you continue to move forward. As you do so, you start to hear this like, and just as you begin to turn a corner, you see one of the guards slumped up against the wall, a little bit of blood trickling out from his neck. He's like gargling as he does so. Seems to be barely alive.
Okay.
Kadra's gonna walk up to him.
Gonna kind of grab him underneath his shoulders, kind of like pulls him up a bit more along the wall.
Tell us what happened. We'll heal you.
He opens up his mouth to speak, and just blood comes out.
I'd like to just heal him with some healing, or just help him out a little bit. I'm watching this man choke on it. No,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
absolutely not.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. We're putting a pause on that. 5 healing hit points for this man.
Yeah, so
There you go.
like his you just see he has these massive gashes from the side of his neck down to his chest, and his armor, the metal itself, is split and cut almost if it were just aluminum foil, with these just very large claws. He's gonna take a deep breath. He's gonna reach up. He's like touches somewhere, like just scabbed over, but still very bloody. Just, what are you doing here?
We're trying to find what's walking around these catacombs. Clearly, it attacked you.
What's up ahead?
What was it?
What is it?
It's beast, large.
You give people to this beast?
I do. I was ordered. I had to.
And now you give yourself. Leave him.
I was just following orders.
Orders from Dakari?
For a moment, his eyes just like go wide with fear. He starts to hyperventilate.
Ah, yes. So, Dakari, he says to give this thing, this monster.
Don't understand. You have to go back now. Run while you still can.
You can hear labored breathing from Casimir. His sword is back in his hand and he's shaking.
No, better we kill this thing. Tonight. Uh-oh, battle map in the background.
Oh,
Stop.
You said you weren't gonna look.
Yeah. Oh
I was just
my.
fixing something.
No problem.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll give you a visual if there's time for a map.
Okay. Adding 3 more monsters. No,
Every time you log, that's one more monster on the map.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
one more
self-check.
challenge rating.
One auto failed death save.
You should return home and vouch for your experiences here.
Did I?
Vouch for us when we return and tell everyone about what's going on.
His injuries, DM, are they, do I see slashes? Do I see signs of bludgeoning? Do I see teeth marks? Do I see, like, ichor? What do I see?
I mean, it's not hard to discern, but it is definitely slashing like claws. And the worst of the wounds, the one that was going to be fatal if we weren't for the healing, was the one that like dug into the side of his neck and tore down to the middle of his chest through his armor.
Can you do that? Can you vouch for us when we finish here?
I will.
And quit with the whole card thing. There's no honor in that.
Can I go?
Casimir is going to grab him by the collar, lean into his ear, and whisper, "You are lucky these people are with me. I would not show you the mercy that they are. Go."
but before you go, just a little thing.
Before you go, now this.
Well, actually, so you've been experiencing, the effects of this beast. You should know some things about it, right? Maybe an ability, something it may be susceptible to, something it would take as bait. What does it feed on?
I don't know. It just, as the moon becomes more full, it requires more people. It's ravenous. It's quick.
Have you ever seen it directly?
Just flashes of white and claws.
Why are you feeding it? Why not kill it?
We were ordered not to.
So I trust what happens here tonight will be a secret kept between us and you, right? Not a word to your higher ups.
I was told to vouch for you.
We're gonna put them. We're gonna expose them. People have to know. Everyone is losing someone that matters to them, a family member, a friend, that drunkard on the street. These are all integral parts of the community. Wouldn't they want to know?
It's hard to say.
The
If they-
whole city against a leader, there's no way that they can win that battle. There is no ruler without people to rule.
You know what I'm wondering? Is if we kill this thing, is it better that they know because they don't want it to be killed? Or would it be better for them to have no idea that it's gone and then we just reap the benefits of it being dead? It's risky.
Both options are viable, but
Before
I just think the
before the
people
guard runs,
deserve to know.
before the guard runs off, I have one more thing. I lean forward, go to his
Poor
wounds.
guy.
I smell. It looks gross. I'm sniffing his bloody wounds. I'm smelling for one of two things. Either I am smelling for corpse smell, decay, rot, something dead, or fur.
Go and roll for perception.
Okay.
Like 9 chances to leave now.
Yeah, for pheromones. Yeah, so many things. Oh, that's an 11. That's not great. It's 11.
Is
No, it's great.
with
Love it.
advantage because
It is,
smell. Yeah. So 11. It's a wide mix of scents that you get here: rot, sweat, all sorts
Got
of
it.
things. And as you let go of him, he's gonna stumble back and fall on his back hands and all fours and crawl back a few steps, and then he's just gonna scramble up and run.
Turn my back. Just go. Yeah.
I'm glad we left a good impression on him there in the end.
I think he has a lot more impressions to worry about.
Let's kill the beast.
So ahead of you is steps leading down. And as you look down, there are claw marks. There's blood, some fresh, from some dried. And just smell of rot.
Okay. All the claw marks. There's only one thing I know that becomes more dangerous when the moons are full.
What is it?
Orang kejadian, the were creature. If true, you stay far, stay back. I get close.
Right. So you know how to deal with it.
You kill, and you use everything. very hard to kill. Okay.
Creature's vulnerable to anything you know of.
No.
Then we'll just keep stabbing until it stops moving.
Are you heading down the stairs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So as you creep down the stairs, you step down and you almost slip on something, Zulkifli, as you're the one seeming to be leading the pack. And it's the other guard. Not the bigger one, just the other guard that was carrying the coffin. And what you see is splintered pieces of wood kind of scattered along this area just as the ground begins to level out. And up ahead, you hear this sound, this gargling, this snapping sound. You hear this as whatever is up ahead seems to be feasting.
Is it still too dark to really make it out at this point?
Well, you have to step down the rest of the way if you want to see what's going on.
Yeah, I want to just get the drop on it.
Yeah. So as you take another step down, up ahead with its back turned to you, what you see is something we're going to discuss after we come back from our mid-session break. So everybody, we will be back here in about 20 minutes as we take our mid-session break, and then we're going to come back to whatever this creature may be. It's going to be a real fun time. So give us 20 minutes to refresh ourselves, refill our drinks, get ourselves some new snacks, and that sort of thing. And we'll be back. However, if you're just now joining us, Noah, what do you got for us?
Well, I can say that if you're just now joining us and you didn't know, we put all of our episodes up on YouTube for storage.
Whoa!
All of them, including our awesome one-shots. I think their Halloween one-shot just went up on YouTube recently, or isn't it?
The Halloween one-shot did just go up on YouTube.
Wicked. And if you like listening, because I love listening, you can always tell us what the hell is it? What is it, Michael? What is it? What is it? And then, but also listen to us wherever it is you get your podcast. You know, the podcast network has us. Just look for Prestige Encounters, and if you're listening to us there, and I know you are, come find us live sometime. We'd love to chat with you.
All right, everyone. So we will be right back momentarily. Enjoy these messages from many members of our cast as we take our break out. See you soon, and welcome back, everyone. So, as you all step down the stairs of this group, you find yourself in a room that kind of opens up with sarcophagi in 4 rows lined up along the way. In the middle, currently grabbing at a torso, pulling away as sinew and other components of the body pull away and snap away like elastic gelatin. You see this creature with very pale white leathery skin, 2 wings that seem almost demonic, but they're far too small to carry this body with flight. The legs are large, like tree trunks. Its arms long and spindly with these long claws. As it kind of turns, begins to smell the air, you see this long snout with 2 holes along the side, fangs down from its top of its mouth, and 2 fangs coming from the bottom jaw, and it's like long, like almost canine like, with oversized incisors. The eyes are yellow with slits, snake like. It smells the air, sniffs.
So quickly notes Astra's silent dismay.
I would like to prepare a guiding bolt for whenever Zulkifli gives the okay to attack this thing.
Has it noticed us?
It's smelling the air, so it is aware of your presence at this point.
Can we even see, like, me and Astra?
There are torches in this area. So let me go ahead and give you a visual.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
this changes things. I was just feeling a little scared. Now I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Great.
I have bonus action when you're ready.
What's your bonus action?
My bonus action is to pull back the hood, pull off my Thankolok, wrap it around my arm, loosen up my straps, and look over at Casimir and grin. And as I grin, my teeth start to lengthen into these long fangs. The mouth kind of splits open a little bit to reveal a much more feline aspect. The knees crack. I kick my sandals off, and I've grown into a very large were-tiger.
Let's go.
In fact, let's go ahead and give the entire stream a visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I look to Casimir, and I'll just check. It's okay, Flea.
Jaden, what is Kydra's full health?
That would be 42.
Impressive. Pretty good.
Okay. So,
All
as
right.
it is aware of your presence with, it's smelling the air, you can all put your tokens on the board.
Are we able to do anything else before anything happens?
There will not be a surprise round.
All right.
Okay.
Just give me a second. I am fixing something with Astra's token.
Okay.
All right, is everybody's token on the board?
Yeah.
I don't see Kydro. 1, 2,
I got
3, 4, 5. I'm missing 1 as well. There's 6. Okay, cool. Okay, so at this point, everybody, I need you all to please roll for initiative. There we go.
Okay. Coming.
You watch this, like, below this creature's jaw is this, like, almost turkey-like neck. It kind of comes up and out and attaches itself to the front part of its jaw, and there are these two, like, luminescent spherical objects as well on both sides.
Oh, hey, I got a nat 20 for my initiative.
Nice.
Everybody is on the initiative board.
Oh my god.
Now, please do not be alarmed. This is an original creature, but we're using an existing creature's token. So.
Oh yeah.
Did that creature just say that?
Where bat elephant? It's a Loxodon bat.
Okay, so at this point, everybody, it is now time for the combat. And at the top of the round, we have Cormac McDwyer. Cormac.
All right.
Aspen's on deck.
Oh, excuse me. Well, Cormac's obviously he's gonna see that we're going loud now. It's time to go loud. So he's gonna put away his bow. He's gonna pull out his flintlock. I'm gonna have him move up a little bit. Let's see. So 30 feet. So, or actually, no, he can't reach. Oh well, that's fine.
I think Cormac has to go first.
Shut up. Yeah, I'm gonna move up a little bit. And he is with the shot he's gonna take. He's gonna expend a grit point and use Deadeye Shot for advantage.
Nice.
Just to be sure. So that's a 13. Whew.
13 to hit.
Yeah.
That will miss. As you
Damn.
aim your shot and you fire the and you pull the trigger and it fires, it just bounces off this creature's natural armor and looks at you and just gives this ear-piercing roar.
All right. You know what? I'll go ahead and get it out of the way. Or actually, no, never mind. I can't. Okay. Yeah, that's all I'll do for now.
All right. Next up is Aspen with Casimir on deck.
All right, so Aspen
Is thinking. He's thinking about what he's going to do.
There's a glitch in
He's
the
a very
matrix.
contemplative person. You have to remember that.
Hello?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So Aspen is going to use his action to activate symbiotic identity, in which a bunch of slime molds and spores and mushrooms grow all over his body.
Okay.
And hold up, let's see. Sorry, I'm just double checking what I can do as my my bonus action. Yeah. He will do that and move his full movement of 30 feet up this way.
Mm-hmm.
And activate with his bonus action Shillelagh.
Okay.
My shillelagh.
And that'll be this turn.
All right. Next up is Casimir. Astra's on deck.
All right. How high is the ceiling in this room?
The ceiling is about 10 feet tall.
Okay, so not very high.
No,
Good
it's
to know.
very narrow space.
Okay. Well, Casimir, just for flavor, he will spread out his wings, which in the different light, they appeared white at first, but they're actually jet black, spreading out. He's just going to kind of hover in the air, flapping his wings, just for dramatic purpose. Move a little bit further forward, and the blade in his hand for a moment. He's going to, there's going to be a sympathetic vibration between him and his blade, and arcane runes seem to float through the air as he activates his blade song.
Okay.
Yeah, which does a lot of fun things.
Very.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, yes, and then with his spare hand, he will cast a firebolt at the creature from range.
Firebolt.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead and roll for firebolt.
It's like, we're thinking all of this setup, he's going to definitely use his sword. And that's a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Wunderbar. Apparently, I just turned German. And on a roll, that's 13 fire damage.
So as you reach out and you launch this firebolt towards this creature, it just hits right square in the face. And as the blast clears, the creature is unfazed, and its eyes look at you and it narrows the slits.
Red eyes meet it. He nods his head.
Anything else to return?
And no, he's just gonna kind of hover there dramatically, looking kind of cool.
Astra.
Yeah. I've never seen an amalgamation of a creature that looks like this. So I'm terrified. I'm going to use the guiding bolt that I had previously prepared on this thing. A natural 1 with an 8.
Natural
What-
1. Okay.
Fire. I'm also going to hide. Well,
Yeah.
just come behind one of these thingies here. Let's see. I'm just gonna sit there, kind of.
Yeah, so Astra's hand raises shakily and launches out this guiding bolt, but like just her quivering, it goes wild and completely misses, hitting it into the ceiling above. Some dust sprinkles down.
No way, dude. Do not.
All right, it's now the creature's turn. You watch as the creature gets on all fours, and it takes a single step forward and then leaps through the air, and then this rift opens up in front of it,
What?
And in an instant, it just appears right behind both Cormac and Aspen.
Shit.
It's going to take its claw and it's going to slash towards Aspen. Oh, I did not have my dice out. That means it can't attack, right? Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's going
It's
to
just gonna be a
attack.
turn. Okay.
Aspen, that is a 17 to hit. Aspen's the 17 hit. I think it does.
I'm sorry. What was that?
17, does that hit?
Yeah.
That is going to be 16 points of slashing damage as these claws, almost like hot metal, is being poured down your back, slash down your back, and it's going to whip around and it's going to try to bite Cormac.
Just to note, like, as it slashes down my back, although normally cause blood to draw, it just slashes through a layer of, like, mycelia, and his skin under it is unharmed.
So you take no damage?
20 hit points.
No, I had 20 temp hit points.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. You love to see it.
Nice, bro. Okay, so next up we have its attack against Cormac. Cormac does a 23 hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think silvery barbs. You should do that again.
Okay, so
Oh, silvery barbs.
are you ready for this one, guys? It is Cormac. You're gonna take 6 points of piercing damage, plus
Oh no.
4 points of radiant damage.
Did Casimir cast silvery barbs there? And
Oh, you used silvery barbs? I'm sorry, I missed that. So that means it needs to roll again, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
That is gonna be a 21 to hit. No, wait, 20 to hit.
That still hits.
Okay. And Zolkiafi gets advantage on his next move.
Boom. Okay.
So we said 6 points of piercing damage plus 4 points of radiant damage. 10 points total.
Oh, wait, save those for a nat 20.
All right. And with that, it is no longer its turn. Kydro. It's your turn.
Okay, so Kydro's going to do something a little bit epic. He's going to focus his magic once again, using his bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark, seeing through the creature, seeing its vitals and its weak points.
Okay.
He's going to reel back an arrow on his longbow, and he's going to shoot the creature.
Okay.
That is a 10 to hit.
10 will miss.
True. I'm going to move over this way, behind this coffin, and end my turn.
All right, Zolkifli, it is now your turn.
Okay, 2 arrows real quick right now. He's still holding his bow. That is a natural 20 on the first hit.
Nice.
That will hit.
Dealing. Let me just roll this stuff. 10 plus another 4. So 10 points of magical piercing damage and another 4 points of fire damage.
All right, so the 4 fire damage will not hit or do damage.
Well, will not do anything. But okay, so
it is immune to fire damage. However, as you launch your arrow, it lands into its shoulder and it roars back in pain as this silvery looking liquid comes pouring out of the wound.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna loose another arrow because I have extra attack. 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
Dealing 12 points magical piercing damage.
12 points of magical piercing damage, absolutely.
Okay, and with that, I'm gonna move that way there and growl at it. And that's my turn.
Yeah, so in response to taking damage, it is going to attack a random creature of its choice. Well, not random, but like any creature once. So it is going to turn and it's going to run towards Casimir.
Uh-oh.
Out taking an opportunity attack, by the way.
No opportunity attack, but it does need to make a con save.
Con save. It will do that. Let's give. That is going to be a grand total of 6.
Yeah, that fails. It's going to take. I get to roll 2 of these because I have symbiotic entity active.
Ooh.
Takes 5 necrotic damage.
5 points of necrotic damage, which does take the full damage.
The spores kind of enter its airway as it moves through the cloud.
Yep. And it's going to attack Casimir. Casimir does a 26 hit.
Very much so.
Okay.
A lot.
It rolled a natural 19, so
yeah.
Almost. At least it wasn't a nat 20. That is going to be 8 points of slashing damage. Yeah, 8 points of slashing damage, and that will be its reaction.
Yeah.
Cormac, it is now your turn.
Wait. Let's see.
That sneak attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna try shooting it again.
Okay.
That's what. Yeah. Do 27.
27 will hit.
Sweet. And that's gonna be 10 piercing plus 2 for sneak attack, so 12 points each.
Okay.
Or 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Does it take the full damage?
It takes. Is it magical?
It is not.
So it's gonna take 6.
Okay.
Oh, so it impact is resistant. Impact of hide. Good to know.
And that's my turn.
So, as you turn around and you fire the bullet, it lands right in the meat of the back, and once again, this not full impact, but like the silvery ichor begins to trickle out from the wound, and all Casimir gets is a bunch of like steamy hot breath in its mouth. Okay, Aspen, it is now your turn.
All right. So Aspen is going to just reach his hand out, and a big, like, gross, like, fungal vine is gonna whip out, and he's gonna cast Thorn Whip at this thing.
Okay.
And let's see if it hits. 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Yeah, so it gets pulled 10 feet closer, and I need it to make another Constitution save.
Okay.
Is that only when it moves into the space?
10 more to
Yeah.
halfway.
Thorn Whip.
Then it's not within that's not within its power to, like, it didn't go in there willingly, right? I think.
Oh no, it's not about willing or not. It just
Oh.
So it got an 11 for its con save, 12 for a con save. And it's gonna move 10 feet closer. Oh yeah. So it seems to have taken 14 points of damage total, 9 from Thorn Whip, 5 from, and then additional 2d4. So 20 points total.
Yes, 20 points of damage. All of that being magical.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Anything else you turn?
And no, that will be it.
Yeah, so you watch Casimir as it's going to take its jaws and try to snap at you. This thorn whip of mycelium fungi wraps around its ankle and pulls as claws rake across the tile floor and gets pulled away from you, kicking and screaming as it happens. And speaking of which, Casimir, it's your turn.
Okay. So Casimir, looking a little wounded, is going to kind of float closer to the creature, and going to have some fun with it, and going to cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
Because nothing like good old-fashioned cantrips. So it's going to be doing a weapon attack with his longsword.
Sure.
And that's a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Okay. So it's going to do the sword damage. So that's going to be 10, 10 slashing damage on the creature.
Okay.
And
is
yeah,
that magical damage?
It is a magical weapon, yes.
Okay, so let's take full damage.
Yeah, and then if it says Booming Blade, if it moves 5 feet or more before my... What is it? Sorry, it's been a while since I've used this. Yeah, so if it moves 5 feet or more before the spell ends, so it's 1 round, it will take 1d8 thunder damage as well.
Okay.
And because I use my sword, I'm going to use one of its abilities, Disheartening Strike. So it has, unless it's immune to fear, it has disadvantage on the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on the next saving throw? Awesome.
Yeah.
So the creature being pulled away from you, Casimir, you find an opportunity to slash with your blade, landing the blade right into its shoulder, sinking a little bit down into its chest. And with that, Astra, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm also going to cast as a bonus action Expeditious Retreat.
Very well.
And I'm going to move over here behind this.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Astra, it's your turn.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead because I still have the chalice form. I'm gonna throw healing. Let me see here. To Cormac first. And that's going to be 9 points of healing.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. And the next is for Casimir from the chalice. 8 from that.
All right, so Cormac got 9 points of healing.
Yes. And Casimir 8.
Okay.
He's slayed.
So
Okay.
Casimir's back to full health.
Yay!
And after that, I'm just gonna run away a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay, anything else for your turn there, Astra?
That's it.
Very well.
Watch play.
All right, so the creature for its bonus action is going to leap once again into a rift. And it'll appear right here.
Ooh.
So it does take that 1d8 damage from the booming blade.
Okay, I will roll that now. My D is getting a lot of these today. It's just a 3 thunder damage.
3 points of thunder damage. All right.
And it's like a literal like crash of thunder as it moves.
Yeah, so it's going to slash with its claws 2 times at Hydro. Hydro, that is going to be a natural 20.
Oh boy. Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Oh, man.
And it was nearly max damage.
Oof.
So
How much is that?
39 points of damage. Well, no, wait, no, not 39. I'm so sorry. I can't do math right now. 29 points of damage.
Okay. That's better.
29 points of damage.
From 1 slash?
From a natural 20, yeah.
Oh my gosh. This thing hits like a truck. Okay.
I mean, it does when it counts. So you're down to
13 points.
Yep. And it's gonna make another slash attack against you.
Alright, let's hope this one goes better.
Does a 17 hit?
No. Just barely.
That is gonna be 19 points of damage.
I said it doesn't hit. The 17.
Does it hit?
No.
17 oh, well then no points of damage.
Imagine.
Imagine. So
Mostly.
just taking Hydro by surprise, it takes its claws and jabs him right into his stomach and kind of slashes apart, and like it just starts pouring at that point. But with your monk training, you manage to dodge out of the way as it goes for your throw next. Kind of like Matrix
Hold on.
style.
Concentration check, go. Wasn't good, guys. I lose the hunter's mark. Okay.
Unfortunate.
That will be the end of its turn. Hydro.
All right.
It is now your turn for retaliation. Or to flee,
Ow.
your choice.
All right. Let's see. It'd be a much better idea to escape while I still can. However, I'm not going to do that.
That's how he died the first time.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna... No. Okay, I'll play a little bit. I'll play like I have a brain. Alright, how about that? So I'm gonna use a key point to step over the wind so I can automatically disengage.
Okay.
And on my way out though, I'm just gonna charge up my fist and just flame punch this man with a draconic strike.
Okay.
$24 to hit.
24 will hit.
For 6 fire damage.
It is immune to fire damage.
Oh, I meant to. I knew that. I almost. Alright, yeah, I'll save that for next turn. Alright. So, using my disengage plus movement, I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
And end my turn.
Zolkifli, it is now your turn.
Okay,
As
from across the
Hydro
way. Yep.
Runs and leaves a trickle of blood across the floor as it does so.
Yeah, I smell the blood. Eyes wide. Bare my fangs, and I'll let loose another arrow. This time it's going to be a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
And forget the fire damage. It's going to burn a little bit, but it's going to do 13 magical piercing at this time.
13 magical points of damage.
Cool. And I'm going to close the gap. And I'm going to lash out with my claws. And rake my claws against its face.
Meow.
For it's 13 to hit though.
13 will miss.
Okay, well, I can do it again because I've got a bonus action. I'm gonna do this again. Boom, 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 boom. 11 to hit, which will not hit, but it's just a couple of scratches across its face to get its attention.
All right. Yeah. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Cormac, it is your turn.
Sweet. Cool. I'm gonna do what I do best. Sometimes. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move right behind this crypt here. Couldn't think of the name.
Sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus. Whatever. The tomb.
I'm just trying to help.
And gonna use it for cover a little bit, and I'm gonna take a shot at it.
I expect nothing.
That's a nat 20.
Natural 20.
I've been hitting so many of these today.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. So that's gonna be 12 total, but
Flat
it would be
12.
24. But since it's not magic, it's just gonna be the base 12.
Well, actually, it would be
Math.
9. Because the +4 is not doubled. for natural
Oh, right.
20s.
Yeah, plus another 2, so 18.
All right.
So 10 piercing damage. It's double the 6, so it's 16 piercing damage, and then an extra sneak attack. That's another 4 for the sneak attack. So
10.
yeah.
10 damage. Got it.
Yep. All right.
Cool. That's my turn.
That's your whole turn.
Yep.
Aspen? Oh, actually, I can do a thing real fast before Aspen takes his turn. In reaction to taking damage, it's going to try to bite Zolkifli.
Yeah.
Zolkifli does a 14 hit.
No.
So as you're like scratching its face, you anger it and just goes to bite you, but it managed to fight it off with a leather brazier that's around your muscly arm. All right.
Oh no, we're going full on, just sort of werewolf versus were-tiger versus were-thing, just like struggling, battle of the monsters. That's what we're doing tonight.
That is now Aspen's turn.
Aspen, seeing this and being worried for his good pal Zulkifli, he's going to run up. Hold on. Let's.
Hello.
He's going to run up over here using 20 feet of his movement, and he is going to place his hand on Zulkifli's were-tiger back and cast Enlarge.
I thought that was gonna.
Oh!
Yes.
So, Zulkifli is now size large, were-tiger.
That's a big cat.
Seeing eye to eye with this thing.
Just an explosion of orange fur and
So
stripes.
it's a Mancoon were-tiger. Got it.
Yeah, so yeah, that'll be my action. And yeah, so you get that extra D40 or damage, all that good stuff. Advantage on strength checks, strength saves.
Already switched to the other material.
But yeah, and then that will be not my turn. I'm gonna actually use 10 more feet of my movement to get right here, and then I will end my turn.
Okay. Casimir, it is now your turn.
Okay. So Casimir is going to move around a little bit here, and I'm going to fire off a level 2 magic missile.
All right.
And that is a perfect 4. So that is 4 darts, each doing 5 damage.
So 20 total.
Yeah.
You guys
force
watch
damage.
as these 4 bolts of this white crackling energy shoot off in different directions and circle around and hit this creature from all 4 sides, just pelting it. Catches itself as it kind of begins to fall to the ground, looks up with a silver colored ichor like blood coming out of the corners of its mouth as it roars in a snake-like tongue. Exposes itself. All right. Anything else to return, Casimir?
No, he's just going to stand there in a kind of guarding position, but that's not an action. It's just for flavor.
Astra, it is your turn.
It sure is. And I have a clarifying question.
Okay.
For an action, I know that you can give an unconscious person a health potion. Can you do the same for a conscious person? Can you force them to take a health potion?
So it's an action to if you're getting a potion from their inventory, this is house rules for anybody watching or listening. The way we have it is if you know that they have a health potion, they're unconscious, and you have to search them for it and then apply it. It's both an action and a bonus action. An action to search for the potion, a bonus action to administer it.
But can I do the bonus action as an action if I have the potion on me already?
I will say it would be a bonus action for you to use it on somebody. Because it doesn't necessarily say that a potion has to be drunk for it to be used.
This is a true fact.
Someone.
Take an action to drink a potion.
Or you can splash it on the wounds. I don't know.
Like
I'll
that.
just be boring. I'll just healing word. Kaijo, let me see here for 12.
12 points of healing?
Yes. I don't know who else is low. I think Cormac needs like a little bit.
Nah, I'm good. I'm only missing 1.
Everybody else is full.
10 more heals my way.
Oh, yeah, I probably should have, but I just gave Cormac 6, so.
But you fully had.
That's okay.
All right.
Heal the creature.
Heal the creature.
Maybe it's vulnerable to healing damage.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to risk it.
Minecraft rules, it's undead. Think about it.
Speaking of which, hearing these enchanting words being spoken, the creature's gonna look past Zulkifli. Its eyes are gonna narrow as it once again leaps into a rift.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That is a natural 20.
I'm dead.
Silvery barbs.
GG.
All right,
Silver
let's roll
barbs.
again. That is going to be
Yeah.
17 to hit there.
Ooh.
With my reaction, Zulkifli reaches out a clawed hand and twists in the air, and I'm going to subtract my blood right. Yeah, I'm going to subtract 4 from that chance to hit. It is now 13 to hit.
13 to hit. Astra, does that hit?
My armor class is 13.
They tried. However,
It is
Astra,
so close.
Not a natural 20.
not
Oh,
a natural
also-
20.
Yeah.
That's the
I
important
looked
thing
at
here.
that. I might even live through it.
That is
I
gonna
might live
be-
through it.
17 points of slashing damage for the first attack.
I do live through it. Look at that.
And Cormac, you have advantage on your next attack from the Silver Barbs. Or whatever you want to use the advantage for, technically.
Got it.
And now it's going to go for the bite.
Can I react to that with can I hidden step that or no?
Is that a
not
reaction?
possible? Yes. No.
Oh.
I hope so. I wish it was. No.
No.
That's a bonus action, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's a bonus
his bite
action.
attack is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yes. Yes, that hits.
Yep.
Yep.
So that is going to be 6 points of piercing damage.
Really?
Plus an additional 1 of radiant damage, so 7 total.
Okay. That's manageable. All right. I'm still up.
Barely.
No, I'm still
Arr.
standing. I'm just terrified and hurting.
She's still standing better than she ever did. All right, and that will be its turn. Hydro, it is now your turn.
All right, Kydro, clutching his newly healed wounds, seeing Astra attack, he's gonna be like, "Oh hell nah!" He's gonna turn the corner on this monster. He's gonna hit him with that variety pack. He's gonna hit him with the lightning chop. Draconic strike. Let's go. 26 to hit for 8 lightning damage.
8 lightning damage. We'll take the full damage.
Full damage. Okay, lightning works. It's gonna go in for something new. First of all, it is worth mentioning that he's going to consume a key point, and also he's going to use his bonus action for flurry of blows for 2 more draconic strikes. 12 to hit that time.
12 will miss.
12 will miss, and his second attack is a 22.
22 will hit.
22 as he forces an icicle from his palm into the creature for 8 ice damage.
8 points of cold damage as you stick this right into the jaw, and now there's a nice puncture hole in the side of its mouth as it's still roaring. It's looking hurt.
And that was for full damage.
That was full damage.
All right. I'm just gonna yell out, okay, it's immune to fire, lightning, and cold work just fine, so keep that. I am my
Zokifli.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Seeing the creatures on Astra, Zulkifli's gonna go boom, 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 boom. Just towering over this thing and bearing down with his huge claws. So we're gonna do 3 attacks. That is it's an 11 to hit, which won't hit.
Will not.
That's a 19 to hit,
Will hit.
and a 20 to hit. Cool. So rolling damage. So the first slash deals 11 points of slashing damage.
Is it magical?
It is not at this time,
All right,
unless enlarge makes it magical.
so it would
Unclear.
not.
Okay. Cool. The next attack is 12 points slashing plus another 3 from enlarge.
That
So
is-
15 total, 7. Yeah.
Yep. So as this happens and you slash, this creature just falls to one knee. It's bleeding profusely, and you're gonna hear, "Stop!"
Coming from where?
You watch as these chains quickly wrap themselves around the creature, now weakened, and subdue it, and holds it down as it's roaring and anger, shaking and thrashing about. At the top of the stairs, you see the guard, the large one, fully armored.
Shit.
No.
For a
Don't
moment,
stop.
we're going to pause initiative. Just for a moment.
Okay.
No, depending on what you guys choose. Stop. Please.
Still in enormous were-tiger form.
He's a killer.
The guard reaches up and grabs her helmet and pulls it off, revealing an Luxodon face, but not Thackeray. This one is older. Wrinkles line under their eyes. Large gold and emerald necklace hangs on his neck. Please. I beg you.
And Zulkifli will speak to her in Loxodon, and it's going to be a respectful greeting. Countess Ibera Telmon. This is your son.
No. It's my daughter.
Shit.
She'll take a step down, still holding her hand up to cautiously. Please. Allow me to explain. I am Countess Ebera Talmont. This is my daughter. For the past several months, she has been afflicted by some sort of curse that I do not know how it came upon her. But she is my eldest, she is my heir. And I did what I must to maintain that she lives.
You answer me. Is she only one in your family?
She is the only one like this.
She was. Bite.
I know. And I will deal with the sins that I have committed to the gatekeeper when it is my time. But please, I beg you, do not kill her.
More. Must
See me
die.
shrink down. I shrink down. The orange fur recedes into my skin. Stand up a little bit straighter but shorter, but I'm still enlarged. And I'll revert to human form.
Maybe there is hope for her, but you must say what you have done.
Like I said, I will atone for my sins. Can you blame me for protecting my family?
Why? Have you taken her to a priest, maybe? Any of the temple healers? They can help. This is a curse, and they can remove.
We have tried. That is outside their power. For now, it seems that you have subdued her. You're big enough where I can chain her.
And what of the people that have gone missing?
It is true. They have been used to nourish her hunger and her thirst. And at this point, you see her eyes begin to glisten in the torchlight. But she's my daughter. My only daughter.
Then your next Yeah, the one who becomes the new countess after you.
It would pass to my son and whoever he chose to marry.
You say there is no cure?
Not one that the priests could concoct. But I know, and I believe that there's something out there that might cure her.
Mm.
The priestess is saying that is an affliction by Nima herself. I do not know what I've done to anger the mother.
What made you think that feeding the lives of others to save your daughter is worth it?
When it comes to family, there's tends to be less logic than there is reason.
You're a ruler. You are the mother of all of your people, not just your children. This makes you worthy?
You could have given her cow, chicken, lamb, goat.
No.
You give her people instead.
It had to be humanoid. I tried everything. And when I cure her, I swear to you, I will relinquish my title. Things can pass to her, and I will go before Her Majesty, and I will admit to everything.
What if the cure was your flesh all along?
If it were, I would freely give it.
We're not going to allow you to keep killing the people of Summermourn.
You're more of a monster than this creature.
Say you know something. Say you know where to find this cure. Say anything. Otherwise, we must kill her now.
From what I've heard of rumors, there is something that can be found to the west.
The west.
How far west?
There is a special medicinal flower near Zaltor's eye. That says to grow at the top of the mountains during a full moon. That's in 2 weeks. What we have given her, she can survive for a month. It's just enough time. At this point, she'll fall to her knees.
Have you tried feeding her not people? Maybe
We've
pig?
We chose everything we could. Seems we lost snow for a second. We'll be right back.
You're so dramatic.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
It's too much for him.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jaden.
Eddie's back.
Oh, he's back already. Okay, so we'll just come back in. There it is. So,
Okay.
back into it. So she'll fall to her knees. I've tried everything. We tried those options first. We've tried giving her livestock. We've tried wild animal. We've tried everything, but Zabi, I promise you, if you go to Zeltorzai, you collect the flower for me. You return. Not only will I pay you handsomely, I will atone for what I've done.
What does the flower look like?
Its petals are made of silver and it glows with a blue light. It's sacred to the followers of Kresna Nima.
If your daughter doesn't feed on anybody while we're gone, she won't starve, right? We'll be right back with the flower.
We've given her enough to sustain her for the next lunar cycle.
You take 3 more. Your guards outside.
Wait. You want the 3 guard bodies
The
to
3
be
guards,
fed?
yeah.
No. You can take.
Feed me, Seymour.
Oh, hey, well, at least
Do
they
they
were-
need to be living people?
Or is it like a snake where you put the mouse in the microwave?
The
and then you
morally
give it to
gray
it?
party problem.
They probably had
solver.
I love
families,
that you guys
guys.
aren't
Like one of them.
lawful
One
good.
of them was expecting a child.
What fun is that? What fun is that?
Feed me.
She's gonna look confused. Wait, could you summon emergency?
Alright. Then you have 3 bodies at your disposal. We'll go get the flower and we'll resolve your issue very quickly. All
Astrid,
we
do you have
ask,
anything to share with us?
No.
No, by all means, you're part of the party too. What do you have to say?
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we're actually sitting here debating with this woman and saying, "Yeah, we'll go on this potentially fatal mission and get you this rare mythical flower to help your murderer daughter and you after you have genocided your community."
It's not. You know what?
Yes.
You know what? Things that happen in past campaigns are in past
People-
campaigns.
So
So
it's gonna look.
This is a whole new one, and the same themes come through. Okay, this is
Yeah,
a generational problem.
You see a sad expression on Zul's face as he turns to Astra. And Astra, this flower could be my cure also.
But if it's as rare as she says it is,
I have
Why
to
would
know.
why would we give it to them? They've shown no compassion for anyone else, no honor for themselves or others.
Yes.
I can understand their peril. They go through our same issue. But we don't murder people.
we do murder people.
we kind of did just kill.
We
three guys on the
we
way
killed
in, but
3
that's-
guys earlier.
I didn't. I didn't.
Just
I didn't do that.
All right.
And Aspen didn't either.
Well,
I don't blame her daughter for being ill. I do blame her, however, for doing such heinous things instead of looking for said flower herself.
And she can never inherit the title. Who could
Not if
trust
she's
her?
sick.
No, even if she recovers, who could trust a leader like that?
She's.
I would never.
She's cursed. She cannot help.
At this point, the daughter will thrash in her chains and roar. And,
He has
as
no
she
choice.
roars, it's dual tone. There's a high pitched squeal to it as well, as she does.
Like
Astra,
a young girl.
She is trapped inside that monster.
I empathize with the pain, but I do not empathize with the solution, and I do not believe in helping.
Adro's gonna put his hand on Astra's shoulder, but she's really tall, so it's gotta be like up here. He's like, Astra, you need to understand. We need to help this woman. She said she would pay us. And also we would help the people of Summermourn, but we get paid for doing it. That's a double.
Astra, think of it like this. It's either we help them now or we potentially don't walk out of here.
If we
The job is already
help,
done.
if we help her daughter recover, she will. Her daughter will be cured, and she will pay for her crimes.
Remain unmoved. I do not believe we should help them. I believe we seek out the flower for Zulkifli, and we can.
Why would you say, Astra? Why would you say that out loud?
Listen,
Why?
I'm gonna whisper to us like, because we can say we're gonna help them. That's our
If
exit.
we're
That's our
huddling-
exit strategy, and then never have to come back.
We're huddling. It's okay.
I mean, the worst that happens is this is a lie, and we come back and we kill you both later.
Astra?
You will meet justice for this.
I am outvoted, but I still cast my stone, and I make my statement.
Though Casimir will get closer to her, not that, to, oh, my brain doesn't work anymore.
Abra?
The Countess.
Yeah, and go, before I really cast my stone, was there a dwarven man who was taken in here recently?
Dwarven man?
Old warrior, old fighter.
No.
Good. Weight lifted off his shoulders, but he still looks furious. You will meet justice, but these people will decide, but not by my hand tonight. In 2 weeks, perhaps.
We tried our best to not discriminate. We didn't just take the poor and homeless. We took people at random.
I wouldn't continue talking if I were you.
Random injustice is still injustice.
Keep her chained.
I will.
We'll come back. And when we do, and we find you have killed more people for her, we will not give you the flower.
Okay.
You got 3 guard bodies to work with. And she's fed enough for the moon cycle, so you'll have plenty of time. We'll be back with the flower. We'll meet up with you once we have this flower.
After, you will help us when we help you. My friends here, we must go ask some people some questions. But first, we help you, then you help us.
We're not helping her, we're helping her daughter.
Yeah, her daughter.
And hope that your daughter is a better leader than you are.
I'll stand up and I'll just sort of bump my head on the ceiling.
At this point, the enlarged spell would have worn off. It's
would drop his concentration.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
I look down at the creature and. Do I know it's sent now?
You do.
I'm gonna hold on to that scent in my mind. Okay.
Smell library.
Yeah. And what? So we got a tangle of descriptions, but what does it look like? Does it look like a kind of a were-bat elephant creature? Is that what it is? Like it has bat wings or dragon wings?
So it's like almost like dragon wings. They also like demonic, like imp wings would be the best way to put it.
Okay.
This creature seems to be a mixture of beasts. Its long snout is more canine, but also alien looking. Like how it has the holes along the side and the teeth coming up and down from both sides. Its body is enlarged like a Loxodon would be, but disfigured and gangly in some places, but also very stocky in others. Its wings are far too small to carry its body, but its skin is not lizard or draconic. It is pale white and leathery. There is no name for this creature.
Beast of Summermourn. There you have it. And what an amalgamation it is.
Some would say that this beast could be demon-like. However, it also inflicts radiant damage.
Casimir will look and say, someone should take a sample of the blood, huh? The
Look, if he's
silver.
already bending down with a couple of glass vials, because that was totally on his mind, and he's collecting some of the silvery blood in his. He's getting 2 samples.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can ensure that you have well-fed horses to take you on your journey.
Horses? No airship?
We do not have any of those at our disposal.
Okay, horses.
He's good for horses.
We get to keep the horses.
Yeah. And now we're bargaining.
I'm gonna just push past her because she's on the stairs, I believe, right? Or at the bottom. Either way, move. I need to exit the room. There's blood everywhere. It's disgusting. I feel claustrophobic. That monster's in there.
Astra, you're about to miss to see if we get to keep the horses or not.
I don't even need to know. I don't need to know. I need to. Yeah.
If Astra heads out, Aspen's gonna, he's gonna drop the symbiotic entity so all the fungus recedes back. And he walks up towards the stairs and looks down at Abra. And Abra being the mother, right? Just to verify.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just kind of open his eyes a little bit more than usual, revealing his goat eyes. Look down at her. You disgust me. And walk up the stairs after Astra.
Casimir will call out in Infernal, looking to the creature. Next time you hunger, she looks plump. Pointing to the mother. And it just sounds like a horrible, snarling, just mix of horrible things. In case you didn't know, is Infernal. And he walks away after the 2 furbolgs.
Okay.
I would like to go to the top to get fresh air. So I like to scale all the way back, if possible.
Look sadly at the creature's corpse, and I'll head out as well. Just start going along with the just head towards the furbolgs to try to go find them.
Hydra is also going to follow along, kind of stopping up the stairs halfway. Like we do get to keep the horses though, right? Like we're
She's
yay
just
nay.
silently sobbing at the base of the stairs, just staring at her daughter.
If I may, I want to go find Astra. I want to go sit next to her.
Yeah, so as each of you exit the room and head to the top of the stairs, Asher, you're the first one to enter the surface once more, and the air is cool, fresh, and there's the sound of a peaceful cemetery. Stillness, calmness is before you again.
Yes. I'm going to sit down and kind of lean against one of these pillars that's depicting one of these Lexodons. So, and just kind of watch the sky, maybe peek out, see if anyone's walking up, but I'm not really focused on that.
Yeah, Aspen would have followed directly behind, so.
Yeah. So as Astra, you sit there, everything goes still. Tough night?
Who's talking to me? Hello? I'm looking around.
Sitting next to you, as you know, as this breeze is blowing across the grass in the cemetery yard, to just stop in mid-motion. It is a familiar face. You once saw her wearing a gown of white in the woods near Inferno.
I remember her. I remember you. What are you doing here?
Was in the area.
Doing what? As was I. My luck is very good today, I would say.
How are you feeling?
Troubled. Disgruntled. Yeah. I feel like I'm going against my ways with some of the things that we choose to do. But I'm holding faith that it is the right choice and the right actions.
Do you remember when you were growing up in the wildlands? And it was full of life and streams and creeks.
I don't know how you know that, but yeah, I remember.
I know you would. What would happen if a boulder were to fall and obstruct the flow of a stream?
Well, the water would go around pool. It would disrupt the current ecosystem of the stream, but it would open up new possibilities depending on.
Exactly. Perseverance, young druid. You turn to look up at the skies once more and think on these words. And as you turn to gaze upon the visage of Iridio once more, you see Aspen standing next to you instead.
He's definitely a little more creepy looking, so give me a little spook.
You zoned out for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, forgive me.
I don't
Those
blame
images
you.
were not, yeah, they were not pleasant.
Not much has been pleasant recently.
Yeah. The small moments are pleasant, but there is a lot of violence.
Hopefully you'll surface.
I'll come over and just quietly sit down, and a moment passes, and I say, "You think she deserves to die?"
Who?
I do not think anyone or anything deserves to die.
You think we should kill her?
But
Maybe.
I thought about a lot of possibilities. I thought maybe let her go. Let her into the wild. Let her try to thrive. Let her be hunted down in the natural order that is this ecosystem. But a lot of people would die. Unnecessarily so. Travelers, villages. If she were to go free. If she were to stay in the crypt, she would have to be fed, as she said, humanoids. People-esque beings.
The first time I changed, I lost control. I killed people. I was a monster, just like them. I lived for a long time, just on myself. Nature taking course, killing if I have to. But something changed. Found help. Meet you and your brother. Because when you found me, you didn't kill me. You helped heal me instead. So now I know I must also help you.
It is different, but I see where you come from.
When I look at that monster, her Evera's daughter, I do not see something that could thrive naturally.
Mm-mm.
It reminds me how our family's disease, it's an unnatural thing that needs to be taken care of and cured. It's not something that belongs.
Micah's belongs. But maybe hers does not.
You are very strong-willed, Zulkifli, which has aided you a lot.
You help me. Two weeks until the full moon. If we do this, maybe she can help us find cure for your family.
Maybe so.
At this point, Cormac, Kydra, and Casimir will also service.
You know, I never got that lady to say whether or not we got to keep those horses, but I'm gonna go off the pretense we got to keep those horses.
I think you're going to get a lot more than horses when we're finished.
Oh yeah, hopefully, that'd be nice. So are we setting off? What's up? What are we doing?
I think we interrupted.
Of Casimir, how are you?
I don't know. My friend's not dead, but he's not here.
Find out where? She has him?
He's not in this town. He went out drinking, and I'd heard rumors of people going missing, and he didn't see him die. So, I don't know.
So, where will you go?
Right now, I have to go where you go. Like it or not, there's a lot of people that are going to die if we don't stop this. And they don't deserve it. Right.
Rupanya macam syaitan, tapi sebenarnya orang, but actually a good person. But you look like a devil.
I'm not a good person, but I believe that the average people of this world deserve more justice than they're getting from people like her.
Certain creatures have very specific illnesses that are built for that. There are other ones that are very broad and wide, but either way, they could be very lethal. Sometimes you just can't help them. Sometimes you just can't save something with rabies. It's just not going to happen.
If she was lying, then when we come back, we finish what we started. And hope that no one else died because we followed her ruse.
No one else will die because we're going to tell everyone the truth before we go.
I like her. It does ruin the gold for these two.
No, maybe. I hope not.
Okay. Look, not arrested.
Good. The city might spiral out of control if we do that, though. There might be nothing left by the time we get back.
Pick someone you can trust in the city.
And then Zulkifli's gonna remember something. And he's gonna look down at Astra's arm. And he's gonna look at Kydra's wounds. You were bitten.
Yeah, a little bit.
And? Definitely don't feel great. But.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casimir was also slashed open.
This thing she can do, she can bite and maybe spread. I don't know.
I was
maybe.
Fuck, I was
So
bitten
what do
too.
I do? Do I heal it? Do I?
Well, if it's a curse, it won't be that easy.
Before we go, we should see the sister. Sister, avocado.
Avocado.
Everybody's name is just gonna be Jim from now on.
Jim.
Jim and Scott.
In Jim's, but in various sizings of Jim. There's Big Jim, there's Little Jim, Medium Jim.
Jimothy.
Yeah.
Jim Jab.
Tomorrow morning, before we go, I take you there. You see the sister. We tell her we are finding a cure. And we say, maybe you might also have a curse. She can find out, she can look. But she must take some blood from you.
Right.
Great.
But don't be scared. It's fine. I give blood already all the time. Fine.
If I turn into what she is, I wish for us to maintain the idea my brother has, in which it's unnatural. And should not. Yeah. If there is no cure to this, the flower situation, we'll figure it out. But long story short, I do not want you to do what she did with sacrificing people to me.
Okay. Yeah. If you have this thing, then when we find that flower, you will take it. Come, we go home. Jump. Walk off into the night.
So you head down the streets and have a very long walk home, where you enter through the doors of the Grinning Cat, what is now one of your favorite establishments. Sitting by a crackling fireplace, well maintained, reading what appears to be some sort of newspaper or pamphlet. Oh, great gods above, I was so worried.
Is that Silas?
It's Silas.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Silas, your voice very different now.
You know, it's been.
You know why? Because you eat chili. Chili is very clear.
Is that right?
Yeah, good for your health.
Try some lemon and honey.
Eat every day.
I think I have one recommendation. That maybe you should put a torch or something in that one really dark corner where Casimir came from earlier.
Yeah, because before we had no idea he was here.
Yeah, it was that might be unsafe if we're trying to keep stuff confidential.
You know, I mean, with your patronage, I'll be able to afford better lighting. It's gonna be fantastic.
I have to admit, it was really impressive. You didn't see me. I'm like almost completely white skinned. Like I practically glow in the dark.
It's a really dark corner.
Real dark corner, yeah, I mean.
Listen, I'm sorry for whatever story the gods have planned for you all, and if you might find plot holes, they're gonna be fucking plot holes. But, you know.
Don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, I just recommend one torch.
I'm just tired, and I was up all night worried about you.
Don't worry.
I made you hot cocoa. It's cold cocoa now.
What's hot cocoa?
Okay, you must try this one.
Anyone make heat?
I can do something like that.
Say firebolt might be the most dramatic way to heat up hot chocolate.
There's a fireplace right there.
You literally have a full kitchen at your disposal, guys. Calm down.
Fireball.
I fireball the hot chocolate.
Episode ends with the inn exploding.
He goes in and he heats up the hot chocolate for all of you, and
yeah.
And
I'd also like to heat up water for tea. Small detail to enjoy with.
Absolutely.
Wow, this is like really rich, creamy tea. It's sweet.
Yes, it's quite an effort to make. Anyway, and he's gonna sit down at his rocker next to the fire. How was your night?
We look at each other, and I think we tell the story.
And as you sit there, recalling the tale of what has transpired this night and what details have been revealed to you in the secrets of Summermourn, what happens next is going to be a story for another time. So everyone, we appreciate everyone who's come and stopped by our little session for the day. It has been quite a riveting story, as we love these moral dilemmas that as we present them to people. Is the mother guilty for loving her daughter that is sick and cursed of no fault of her own? Should the daughter die for this cruel fate judged upon her or being placed upon her? We'll find out next time at Prestige Encounter Z. Well, I would like to thank all of our role players for joining us this evening, starting off with Astra, our Circle of the Stars druid, who is a furbolg.
I sure am. I also am fired up right now. Okay. Man, I don't even know what to say. But it was really fun. I'm surprised that I got knocked out almost twice with the shovel. But yeah.
The very long shovel.
Okay, it's our shovel now.
It's also really disturbing to hear about the creature, and then the key, like the little icon. No.
That's a real creature. That is a creature that exists.
If they're remotely similar, I'm out. I'm good. No, thank you. With that, I'm gonna pass it over to Aspen, the other Furbolg Druid. Circle of Spores.
Yeah, thank you. It's a really interesting session. Definitely, as was mentioned, moral dilemma. Man, I was very close to doing some very rash things. However, I did not. But yeah, I'm very excited to see how this goes. Damn, 2 weeks? It's fucking lucky that we're doing this. Come on. Nah, but yeah. With that, it's a great session, y'all. I'll pass it over to Noah, aka Zokifli.
Alright.
Our human blood hunter circle, or Order of the Lycan.
Circle of the Lycan.
Circle of the Lycan. Yeah. Thank you. Order of Spores. It's always a wonderful session. I'm every time we level up, I'm just hungry for combat, just to test out the new build, and I'm always happy when it happens. And this was like it was really cool doing a little sneak session there. I have to admit, the simultaneous arrow shot has something that's been percolating on my mind for a long time, and I'm so glad we got to execute it today.
Oh, yeah.
Cormac, my bro, and me just going boom. From now on, that's the move. If we see someone we need to take down, that's the move.
Just one day you have a guy just catch an arrow, then start staring at you.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Well, he also has 3 others behind it, so unless he can...
It's going to be one of the Cyclops with multiple arms from Greek mythology, I bet.
Love having a rogue in the party, almost as much as I love being a rogue. And with that, I'm going to pass it on to our rogue. Mr. Cormac McDyer.
That's me! But yeah, as always, had a great session. Like I said, that's something I've always had in my head for like the longest time, ever since I've started playing D&D, and I'm so glad finally got to see that dream come true. But yeah, we had a great session. Thank you to all of our players, as always. Thank you to our wonderful and amazing DM, Salkos. And with that, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. So I'll pass it over to Jaden, who plays Kydro. Yeah, he's our monk ranger, or elven monk ranger. My apologies.
True.
Take it away,
those
Jaden.
things. Yeah. All right. So, very strong start for today's session. That was super fun. Stealth opping, dropping guards left and right. It was super fun. We love that. Cool monster. I'm loving this side quest for being put on. I think it'll be interesting. We get to travel. That's fun. I'm glad we're not sticking around for too long. We're hitting the road right away. And, I am just super excited for our future sessions here where we get to, do all those amazing things. And I hope we get to do way more stealth stuff later, because that was way too much. That was way too fun. I have to admit, that was great. Kydra has magic now, guys. That's crazy. That's fun.
An explanation for this sparking hair.
True.
Yeah, what is up with that?
Not magic.
Super Saiyan.
Turning into a super Olympus. But yeah, can't wait. Summermourn super interesting, but I can't wait to check out the rest of the world because every place is going to be unique and amazing, and I just can't wait to see it. And with that being said, super excited for the next session. I'm going to pass it over to our guest for the evening, who plays Casimir.
Casimir, the replacement for Nazmir, apparently. That was honestly great. It's fun being on this side of the screen. And I know I've appeared in a couple one-shots, but it's really great to be with this group of people. It's a lot of fun. It was a lot more morally gray today than I thought it was going to be for a party that's mostly been pretty good.
We had a cheat day.
Yeah. It's like, morally dubious character. Let's be dubious. And yeah, it's be interesting to see if this party can manage to not get themselves banned from another place. I'll pass it back on to our wonderful DM.
Thank you so
great
much.
to have you.
Appreciate you. So for those of you wondering, Guy will be returning next week here at Prestige Encounters to be part of another session. However, thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. I have very little else to say other than, for those of you who are American here, don't forget to vote November 8th. That is next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. We have some Patriots here in the chat tonight. And as also, I would like to announce that Noah is going to be doing the summary next session. So,
oh, good. Okay, good to know. Thank you.
All right, so thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.